The following is a presentation of Saginaw Spirit Hockey. The Spirit are set to take the ice. But first, get all the game day information you need. It's time for Countdown to Face-Off on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey, WSGW.
It's been 21 days since the last time the Saginaw Spirit played here at the Dow Event Center. Excited to be back home in front of their fans, but a steep hill to climb, a unique challenge, the best road team in the Barrie Colts. Hi, everybody. We welcome you back to Saginaw. First time in a long time. And up inside the Town Place Suites by Marriott broadcast booth. My name's Dylan Clark. Excited to be back home here for the Spirit. Back after 3 weeks out on the road. But the Barrie Colts, nobody has won more road hockey games. 16 victories away from Barrie for the Colts so far this season. So not exactly going to be an easy Saturday night here in Saginaw for the Spirit. We'll take a look at the numbers here before tonight's contest. These two teams have done battle once already. It was an overtime victory for the Saginaw Spirit in Barrie on November the 13th. It was an overtime victory for Saginaw last time they were here at the Dow Event Center all the way back on January the 10th. But since then, some ups and some downs. The Spirit have lost 3 straight hockey games, including a 4-2 loss last night in Sarnia against the Sting. Meanwhile, the Colts have won 9 out of their last 10. And a young man who was chiefly responsible for last night's victory anyway, Emil Hemming, picked up the overtime game winner in a thrilling 6-5 victory over the Flint Firebirds last night. 10 shots on goal, and the last one ended up being the most important. 16 markers on the season, first-round pick of the Dallas Stars back in 2024. The overtime winner to secure for Barrie their 31st victory on the season off the stick of Emil Hemming. And for the Saginaw Spirit, Levi Harper rolls back into town here, the holder of a record. Record. Most points by a rookie Spirit defenseman in team history. Picked up an assist on Nikita Klepov's goal last night in Sarnia. So he leapfrogged Zane Parekh, who had 37 points in his rookie campaign. Harper at 38 in 3 fewer games than it took Parekh to hit the last record. Levi Harper and Cole Beaudoin and Emil Hemming, are going to lead the charge here into this hockey game. We'll take a break. First time home in a while here for the Saginaw Spirit. We caught up with Spirit head coach Chris Lasry, talking about just how good it feels to be home. Back with Coach's Corner after this on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
Garber is your local Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealer. Family owned, locally trusted. And we're more than the place you buy your vehicle. We're where your vehicle is serviced by factory-trained technicians with the highest standards. We have everything you need, even tires. Get it all at your local Jeep and Ram dealer. Garber, Bay Road, Saginaw. Online 24/7 at GarberCDJR.com.
Everybody knows you'll do better at Garber.
It takes each of us to make Saginaw a place we're proud to call home. Since 1984, Saginaw Community Foundation has helped build and strengthen Saginaw County by bringing together people and resources to make a difference. We're a one-stop shop for giving, building endowments, grant-making, and community leadership. Visit SaginawFoundation.org today to learn more about how you can help support your community. Saginaw Community Foundation, building a flourishing community for all, for good, forever.
Too many people end up in the retirement penalty box, paying more in taxes, missing out on healthcare options, or skating without a plan. At McIntosh & Associates, we help keep your game sharp with clear, personalized retirement strategies. Let's build a plan that works in every period of life. Call 989-692-2200 or visit wealthmichigan.com. McIntosh & Associates, retirement made clear.
If you're a homeowner, you have plenty to think about, like cleaning the gutters, investigating that banging noise, deciding which flowers to plant this year. One thing about being a homeowner you can think less about, questions about home insurance when you have State Farm. Your local State Farm agent is there to help you understand your coverage options and choose the protection that meets your needs, so you can focus on your home, and we'll focus on helping protect it.
Contact State Farm agent Scott Seaman to create your personal price plan today.
Now, get inside analysis directly from the Spirit coaching staff. This is Coach's Corner.
Coach's Corner as the Spirit take on the Barrie Colts on this Saturday night. Joined again by Spirit head coach Chris Lasry. And Coach, going back to last night, 4-2 game against the Sarnia Sting, but it was back and forth the entire game. Just how close were things from the bench for you?
Yeah, like I just wish we would have had a better net front presence. We had a lot of good ozone looks, but like we have a loop playing in the room right now on the TV showing all of our chances, whether it's rushing from the ozone where like there's not a guy within 10 feet of the goalie's eyes. But then we looped it with like NHL goals where goalies are like, you see them peeking around and missing shots. Like I think if that improves, we win that game. Like I like a lot of stuff we did in it, but it's hard to score if you think you're just going to beat the goalie point blank with shots.
Well, just how much more important does that come into play tonight when you're facing one of the best goaltenders in the Ontario Hockey League?
Well, I mean, we just had a good discussion, even with Sharugi and Paps, talking with some of the guys. Like their pet peeve is when there's somebody in their eyes and a puck's coming to the net. You're hoping it hits you. You can't track a rebound. Like there's just so many variables in it. We get a lot of motion in our ozone. For the young guys, a lot of it's learning. Like if you're not on the outside in that motion, you got to give us value on the inside. And the motion is to pull guys away from the inside defensively and to improve the conditions of the puck. But when we have guys going to shoot it from like high danger areas and there's no one in front, you might as well just shoot a million point shots and just bury three guys in front. So it's a learning curve for us. But tonight it's one of our keys we focused on in the pregame. Have to see it tonight.
And in that game last night, aside from a goal for Dimas Jilk, and also 5 for 10 from the draw, most faceoffs he's taken in a single game in his career. Was that a one-off, or is there maybe a little bit of a hope to use him more in the faceoff circle going forward?
Well, I think a lot of it was like PK-wise. Him and Geldy are two righties. Geldy's actually getting kill time and is good on the dot, which is an asset for us. Jilk is pretty fired up on that area as well. So we got two right-handed draws now that can give us value. Klutz jumps in there once in a while as well. So, trying to use those guys in good spots to win faceoffs.
First time back at home in 3 weeks, 21 days away from the Dow Event Center for your group. Just from the standpoint of getting back into the home routine for these players, just how much of an asset is that? How big is it to kind of feel a little bit more comfortable and at home again for the first time in a while?
Well, I mean, it's exciting to be back. Like, we all love playing here. We love playing here when you walk out to right now and you don't see a tarp on either end, meaning that the building's going to be packed. We're excited to play in our rink. It is always good to play at home in front of your crowd. It feels like forever. The last game was electric with a win in overtime over Windsor. We're going to try to repeat that here for the fans tonight.
And last time you played these Barrie Colts back in November, another close game, low scoring, 2-1 in overtime to win there. How did you limit the chances back then, and how do you need to do that tonight? Because it's one of the top teams in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, they looked a lot different. They were missing some good players like Atchison and Elias, I believe, didn't play. If memory strikes me right, they made a bunch of trades, and they're a different animal months later. But, so are we. Like, we believe in our group. We got to play a certain way to give us a chance to have success. And that's on us to play that way. Like, we're close most nights, but we are the second youngest team in the league. This is fun right now, watching these guys go through these games and develop. So super bright future ahead. This is the first step in it. We're having a ton of fun going through it. We just want to get a few more wins.
Coach, appreciate the time. Good luck tonight. That's Chris Lasry. Saginaw closes out the weekend with the Barrie Colts. Back after this on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
Find space at Frankenmuth Spring Hill Suites, where you can savor your time away with the little extras that are included. Each studio suite features extra room to spread out when on the road with your family or your team. Airy beds are piled high with pillows for that little bit of extra comfort. And an innovative 3-in-1 trundle sofa provides even more sleeping options. Book your next stay at Spring Hill Suites by Marriott, where every room is more than a room.
Yeah, I know. It's officially still winter out there, but that doesn't mean you can't have fun in the sun. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea knows how to turn up your day drinking fun all year long. I mean, there's even a sun on those bright yellow cans. Twisted Tea is made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol, which goes down smooth. So whether you're knee-deep in snow or making footprints in the sand, be sure to look for Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea in the bright yellow cans. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
From making athletic footwear stronger and lighter to powering the future of electric racing vehicles, material science and R&D are the MVPs of innovation. At Dow, we collaborate with customers and partners to tackle a wide range of sports product challenges with cutting-edge advancements in technology. Dow's innovations can help to improve performance and sustainability throughout the world of sports. Dow, at the intersection of sports and science.
Mid-Michigan Canine Academy's Redemption Crew loves Saginaw and the surrounding communities who have blessed us so much, and we are concerned about the epidemic of rehome dogs and dogs left at shelters. If your dog is a handful, or if you're thinking about rehoming your dog, let us help you with its behavioral challenges. Our 7-day doggy boot camp can help. Not all dogs are as fortunate as Henry the Hockey Dog, but they all deserve a second chance. Give us a call at Mid-Michigan Canine Academy and let us help you transform your dog's behavior and your life.
This is Saginaw Spirit Hockey on 100.5 FM WSGW, Carlton, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland.
Brought to you by Saginaw Valley State University. Ben Wilmot starts on the left side here for the Barrie Colts. Brad Gardner at center. Joe Salandra on the right side. It'll be Gabriel Eliasson, who was not in the lineup the last time these two teams met, with Cole Emerton on the back end. Ben Harebic is between the pipes. For the Saginaw Spirit back on home ice, a little bit of a different-looking second line. Carson Harmer will start out with Ryan Hanrahan and Jacob Kluche up front. Graydon Jones and Blake Barnes on the back end. Stepan Churigan yet again between the pipes here from the Dow Event Center. Your starting lineup for this Saturday night contest brought to you by Saginaw Valley State University. One more break, and we're back here. First Responders Night from the Dow Event Center here on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
Disability Network Mid-Michigan promotes and encourages independence for all people with disabilities. Our vision is to create accessible and inclusive communities where everyone has opportunities to live the life they choose. Whether you're looking for a job, skills to become self-sufficient, trying to find the right assistive technology, or know someone who wants to move out of a nursing facility, we are here for you. Contact Disability Network Mid-Michigan today. The disability experts in your community.
As proud sponsors of the Saginaw Spirit Hockey Team, the Barb Smith Suicide Resource and Response Network invite you to join us in supporting the players in our community. Our mission is to prevent suicide through education, advocacy, connection to resources, and support for those impacted by suicide. Visit us at srrn.net. That's srrn.net. to learn more about our programs and events. Let's go Spirit.
We're Duralast. We make the world's best roof. As one of the country's largest roofing manufacturers, we have locations across North America. But for more than 40 years, Saginaw has been our home. Like Saginaw, Duralast has a can-do, never-quit attitude. And just like Saginaw, our people make us strong. Innovative, resilient. That's the spirit of Saginaw. That's Duralast, the world's best roof.
Are you looking to make a sweet change in your career? Plant your career with Michigan Sugar Company. Michigan Sugar Company is now hiring STEM, skilled trades, maintenance, and general labor roles at their Bay City, Caro, Croswell, and Seaboing factories. Visit michigansugar.com/careers for a full list of available roles and to start your application today. Michigan Sugar Company, making life sweeter since 1906.
This is Saginaw Spirit Hockey on 100.5 FM WSGW, Carlton, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland. Spirit Hockey
Harmer holds it out wide. Centers. Kluche scores!
lives
Looking for the stretch pass to Jilkin. It'll pop off the wall and lay down for him. Jilkin scores!
here.
Picked up by Harmer. In with speed. Carson Harmer shoots. He scores! Carson Harmer!
The radio home of your Saginaw Spirit is WSGW 100.5 FM. Spirit Hockey is brought to you in part by Garber Automotive Group, Saginaw Valley State University, Dow, Frankenmuth Insurance, Saginaw Bay Underwriters, NetSource One, Delta College, Corning, Go Great Lakes Bay, Herman Hisson Company, Frankenmuth Convention and Visitors Bureau, DML Property Management, My Michigan Health, Independent Bank, Buffalo Wild Wings, Stormmaster Exteriors, IBEW Local 557, Michigan Sugar Company, Jets Pizza, Raymond, the Great Lakes Loons, Applebee's, Stanley Steamer, your local State Farm agents, and Meyer. Now it's game time. Live from the rink to your radio, Here is the first period play-by-play with the voice of Saginaw Spirit Hockey, Dylan Clark.
For thee, God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Sharon Norman with the national anthems here in the Dow Event Center before puck drop between Saginaw and Barrie. We'll take a look at our starting goaltenders for tonight's game, brought to you by NetSource One, the official technology provider of the Saginaw Spirit. Ben Harebic with the retro pads here for the second half of the season, looking pretty sharp here on the road. 19 victories on the year, the number 19 ranked goaltender in North America, according to NHL Central Scouting. 2.76 goals against average, .925 save percentage. That is second best in the Ontario Hockey League. Looking for a bit of a rebound, though. 24 saves and a 7-1 loss against the Brantford Bulldogs in his most recent start back on January the 25th. Rebounding should not be a problem for one of the elite goaltending talents in the Ontario Hockey League. And Stepan Shurigan out of Samara, Russia, 39 saves against the Sarnia Sting. He was busy yet again. Nobody has made more saves, played more minutes, or seen more games than Stepan Shurigan. This will be number 41 on the season for him. 16 victories, 3.59 goals against average, .894 save percentage for Saginaw starting netminder. Your officials tonight brought to you by WNEM TV5. Blake Beer and Ryan Harrison, the referees. Joseph Erickson and Jordan Hurtubise will work the lines. Dylan Clark alongside Dennis DeRosier. Rosie, it's good to be back home. It's been 3 weeks since the Spirit have been back home, and they've won 5 out of the last 6 here from this building, so a lot of positives going into this game.
Absolutely, but Barrie's a very solid team. Statistically, you look, the first thing that pops out with me is special teams. Stay out of the penalty box for sure. You got to do that.
Colts' third best power play in the Ontario Hockey League. The Spirit killed off 4 out of 5 Sting power plays last night in what was a 4-2 loss. Our Delta College opening face-off. We're underway here. Glad you to be with us from Saginaw, everybody. This is tossed back in behind Stepan Shurigan. Second and final meeting on the season between these two clubs. There was overtime needed last time back on November the 13th in Barrie. A 2-1 win thanks to Carson Harmer. This is a long point shot, blockered away by Stepan Shurigan. On the long try from Gabriel Eliason, may have been going high and wide. Then Wilmot, back to Eliason at the left point. Now Emerton almost lost that puck, does lose that puck to Carson Harmer. Now up to Jacob Kluche at center. Got Salandra all over him. Down goes Kluche, an extra shot there from Eliason. The puck sent back in behind the Barrie goal. Couple of pokes and whacks at one another here in the early going to this one. Baudouin down the right wing, lifts the stick at Jones, takes it right to the net. Good save by Shurigan from really close range. This puck on the far boards. Baudouin again. Top line can come out here. Both teams started their second group of forwards to start this hockey game. 60 seconds gone. This is Nikita Klepov. Now for Dima Zhilkin down the left side. Takes a shot that goes wide and all the way back out to center. Molaris up the near boards. Floated back in by Zhilkin. Kayshawn Aitchison. First round pick of the New York Islanders this past summer. Little stick lift there from Klepov. Now for Barabanov in the circle. The shot never got to the net. That was deflected by Passmore. Now another chance there from Klepov. From a bad angle goes wide. Molaris down for the Spirit captain. This is Zhilkin. Takes a shot. We've seen that a few times. Good save there by Hrebic. And now the Colts take things back the other direction. Hemming will find Baudouin into the offensive zone. Looking to go back to Hemming. He was handcuffed there by Klepov. Stepan Shurigan took care of business there. James Go back and forth here in the first 2 minutes. He finds Zhilkin. The shot. He scores!
Oh, boy. Good play.
Surprised the goaltender Hrebic and probably a few others. Saginaw takes the 1-0 lead. Dima Zhilkin, goal number 24 on the season. And it starts after a back and forth stretch here in this first period. James Go, the defenseman, leads the charge in. It's a quick pass over to Zhilkin. Hrebic, just a little extra shuffle there. Wanted to beat the pass on his feet. I don't think anybody really anticipated the shot coming from Zhilkin. He's still decently far out from the top of the circles. But he gets it off in a hurry. Gets it past Hrebic. Saginaw scores on their second shot of the game.
Good start.
Well, the ideal start. Rosie, you said it. This is the second place team in the Eastern Conference. Best on the road out of anybody in the OHL. If there was ever a team that Saginaw needed a good start on home ice against, you're looking at it. Zhilkin's 24th of the year. Your Beerline Trombley Electric Light the Lamp goal here on this Saturday night. Bodie Stewart back underneath for Jensen Geldart. James Go gets the only assist on the Zhilkin goal. Back up the near side. This is picked up by Barrie's William Schneid. He was cut off by Brody Papoy, skating on the third line with Geldart and Stewart tonight. This one flipped back out to center in between the legs of James Go. Elder statesman here in Saginaw, 190 games played in a Spirit uniform. Levi Harper back in defensive real estate. Has to pull this puck away from Jaden Newton. Up the near boards. That'll be fired towards the net. Good save there by Shurigan on Cole Emerton. A little bit of a jam up after the fact. 17:20 left here in this first period. And it's not just good play on the road for the Barrie Colts. It's been good play in general over the last 10 hockey games. 9-1 over the last stretch of 10. Here's a look at the most recent scoring opportunity there. Stepan Shurigan. Again, nobody's been busier in goal creases across the OHL than 63 in blue tonight. Low off the offensive zone faceoff. Here for Emerton, down to the goal line, put back in front. That was deflected at the last second away from the stick of Ethan Armstrong. Back out to center, the Colts have it. Low with Carson Harmer in hot pursuit. Throws it rink wide here for Newton. Angled back up through center. Graydon Jones off of Harmer, handled by Kluche, has his pocket pick. So it'll be pulled back in here by Cole Emerton. Edgar ramps it back in. No icing here against Barrie. Carson Harmer moves the puck before taking a hit. It gets back out to center. And Eamon Edgar, 11th in rookie scoring here in the OHL this year, moves it. Now back up the near side. Closed off was Low. Hit by Graydon Jones. Back to center red. Kluche lays it back in. This is Brad Gardner, Dallas Stars third round pick. Now Aitchison navigates with Sawyer Schmidt in on the forecheck here for Saginaw. Passmore up the right side, deflected by Uri Rauja. That pass doesn't connect. Wilmot back in behind the Spirit net, tangles with Graydon Jones. Pass into the circle. Back at the point now. Walking in. Salandra takes the shot. That one deflected to the corner by Bodie Stewart. There for Salandra again. Back up top. Aitchison. Salandra, the point blast. That one turned out by Stepan Shurigan. Sawyer Schmidt gets to it first. The Spirit can't get it out. Broken play down low. Here's a chance and a shot fought off by Shurigan. That try from Wilmot came from the left circle. Aitchison still on it here. Extended zone time for the visitors. Aitchison takes a shot at the whistle, and a penalty is upcoming. Hooking the call. 15:52 to go in the first. Brad Gardner, the guilty party. Saginaw to their first IBW Local 557 power play. Just got tied up there with Sawyer Schmidt. And so Saginaw, 7th best power play in the Ontario Hockey League, though they did not get an opportunity in last night's game. Had to kill off 5 penalties, didn't get a single chance on the power play. They get their first one in a little while here early on in the first period, already up 1-0. They win the face-off to start their first man advantage. Levi Harper did return to the first power play here after the Spirit went with 5 forwards for a long time. That try from Dimas Yilkin goes out the other side. Levi Harper drops it back off now for Barabanov. Gardner for hooking. It's Carson Harmer. Sees Igor Barabanov turned into the boards right in front of him. Zilkin goes rink wide. Here's Klepov. Takes the shot. Sends it back to the seam. Left point. Barabanov takes the shot. That one goes off the skate of the goaltender, Horebic. Klepov off the boards. Into the circle. Snaps a shot. Good glove save by the Colts goaltender. 15-16 left in this first period. 35 seconds gone on the power play. Rosie, we've seen from that right wing circle 8 power play goals this year off the stick of Nikita Klepov. You saw him wanting the one-timer on a number of opportunities. That's not a bad shot either.
You can tell when he gets the puck that he knows what he wants to do with it, and he does the right thing almost all the time.
28 goals on the season for Klepov. Shares the team lead with that man, Zilkin. 8 power play goals on the season for each of them. Harper over to Klepov. There's the one-time, and that one stopped by Horebic. Now to the corner it goes. Colts have it. Stick lift there from Klepov. Does not fully take possession away. That's Levi Harper's. Back in the defensive zone for Saginaw, and then back for Igor Barabanov again. Halfway through the Gardner penalty. Barabanov tosses this one back in. All the way around again. Colts PK this year, 79.5%. This one back into the corner. Passmore gets there. Gets it past Barabanov, but not Zilkin. A good hold by the Spirit captain. Glove down by Barabanov. Here they come again over. Klepov, fan of the one-timer. This one poked out past him. Harper doing what he can to keep it alive. Zabeski makes sure it gets back out to center. And the Colts penalty killers turn that one in on Stepan Shurigan, who goes for a little bit of a chase. Second power play unit comes out now for Saginaw. Levi Harper waiting for them to finish the change. Uses the boards. Barabanov still on here. Gives it to Kluche away from low. Not a lot of time here for the second unit. Usually isn't. Jensen Geldart down the wing, finds Kluche. Back in front, but point this shot. Good save by Horebic. The rebound not out of danger yet. Wilmot trying to turn it away. Backhanded out by Von Richter. And a turning puck will be caught up to here by James Go. That'll just about do it for the first Spirit power play. Jensen Geldart, as the penalty box door opens, Gardner can't play it until his skates are back on the ice. He does. Wait until he's back on. James Go gets an extra little pop there from Wilmot. There's going to be a penalty. Seconds after the power play ends, Saginaw's going to get another one here. 13:42 left in this period. Wilmot to the box on a roughing penalty. Another opportunity coming back after this. 1-0. Spirit have the lead. Back in a moment here on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
Get it all at Garber Chevrolet Saginaw. It's more than just better prices. It's better financing, better selection, and a better overall experience. Our expert technicians are factory trained to the highest standards, keeping your vehicle in top condition. And we have everything for your automotive needs, even tires. Get to Garber Chevy Saginaw today and see how you get it all at Garber. Gratiot Road, Saginaw. Online, GarberChevroletSaginaw.com. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
This is Saginaw Spirit Hockey on 100.5 FM WSGW.
Back inside the Dow Event Center, a 1-0 lead for the Saginaw Spirit And a roughing penalty to Barrie's Ben Wilmot. We'll see the Spirit to their second IBEW Local 557 power play here in this game. Carson Harmon to take the face-off against Gardner, or at least for the moment he was. He'll get waved down so Igor Barabanov can take it. Dennis, Saginaw didn't score on their first power play opportunity, but had some pretty good looks at the net. What'd you see on that first try?
They did. They moved it around real well. They continue to play like that. They'll get goals in the power play.
Again, Saginaw 35 for 157. Seventh best in the OHL coming into this game. 35 for 158 now. A little fumble by Harper. Recovered nicely, though. Gets it back from Klepov. Barabanov. Goal line Zilkin. Looking across. Here's the chance. And again, through the legs of Klepov. Harper, a little fumble there. Barabanov keeps it alive. Carson Harmer to Nikita Klepov. Back in the corner again. Looking backdoor for Zilkin. Another close call. Barabanov. Cross ice. Knocked out of the air by Gardner. Klepov and Gardner, a battle of hand-eye coordination there. This one will be cleared out here by the Colts. I don't know that they'll register a shot on goal on any of those opportunities, but just a matter of inches as Harper lays
good opportunity.
Absolutely. Back into space for Levi Harper. Out at center ice again. Barabanov has Baudouin right on him. Turns back, finds Zilkin into the offensive zone. Drops it back, but it's reeled in by Klepov. Round it goes. To the near corner, then the left point. Barabanov looking cross ice. Back up to Levi Harper. Klepov, stick broke on the one-timer. Here's a chance shorthanded the other way. Hemming trying to poke it back in front now. Baudouin, the late man shorthanded, fanned on it. Some lucky and unlucky breaks here for both sides. Barabanov's in again. Harper, 45 to go on the power play. Dima Zilkin left circle. They get to their usual set here. Barabanov on the near boards. Looking cross ice. Barabanov hangs on. Finds James Go instead. Now it's Barabanov again. Down low. Zilkin in front looking for Harmer in the bumper play. That was read well by Parker Von Richter in front. One of three key pickups at the deadline for the Barrie Colts. He and Mason Zabeski coming over from the Brampton Steelheads. The other one's in the penalty box right now. Ben Wilmot, formerly the London Knights. Popoy back in. Final seconds of the power play. Ryan Hanrahan down to Popoy in the corner. A rookie-heavy second power play unit. Cross-ice pass gets through. Kluche to James Go. Center point, near side. Here's Popoy down low. Put it in front. Good save by Harevik. And the rebound is laid back out. Wilmot is out of the box. James Go back to cover. And he's going to swat that puck to the corner. Now James Go. Got to be careful here not to tangle too much with Wilmot. They've had already one battle here in this first period. Crombie gets tied up there, and the hand goes up to the face. Play's going to continue. Kluche poked out by Emerton. Colts want to get something going. Here's Wilmot trying to find Eamon Edgar. It's wrapped up in the skates of Drew Roscoe. 11 forwards and 7 defensemen here for the Spirit tonight. Roscoe, the 7th D, as this goes down on an icing. 11:08 to go. They are in this first period. It stays a 1-0 Saginaw lead.
Spirited play up to this point. Saginaw looks real good.
Bit of a rough stretch out on the road for the Spirit. Just 2 wins out of a 6-game swing. But a good start here, and again, they're in the midst of, if you can call it the midst, when they haven't been here for 3 weeks, but winners of 5 out of their last 6 here on home ice. Carson Harmer, overtime winner against the Windsor Spitfires back on January 10th was the last show Spirit fans saw on home ice. Here's Aitchison, a shot. That's blocked away by Shurigan. Gathered and flipped up ice by Jacob Kluche. Cannot be handled by Brody Popoy. So Aitchison will fire it back and gotten out by Cole Emerton. Stephon Shurigan has to direct Drew Roscoe around before he takes a check. Brody Popoy up to Bodie Stewart. Now Sawyer Schmidt into the offensive zone. Turn back in. Schmidt skating in his 10th OHL game here this season. Eamon Edgar. Outlet pass is too far ahead of Newton. Picks it up at center red and sweeps it back in for Stephon Shurigan. Nearing the halfway point of the first period. 1-0 Saginaw. Shots on goal brought to you by Frankenmuth Insurance and Saginaw Bay Underwriters, even at 6 apiece. Gardner flips this back in. Off the edge of the glass, it stays alive. Josh Glavin backhands it around, looking for Sawyer Schmidt. Needs some help from Drew Roscoe. Puck just gets back out to center ice, but the Colts right there. And Wilmot, 13 points in 10 games here as a member of the Barrie Colts. We'll make sure it gets back in deep again to Spirit Real Estate. Off the wall. Down to the corner. Hanser. Gets some help. Back up top. Now it's Wilmot. Throws it in front. The deflection. Good save by Shurigan. right on the doorstep, and a little pop afterwards as Hanser and Roscoe get tied up. Josh Glavin's got a dance partner in the corner right now. Looks like Joe Salandra. 9:52 left in the first. Everybody's untied. Good deflection on that opportunity. You see Wilmot head up at the point. He's looking for the stick there of Salandra. He's able to find him. Quick save by Stepan Shurigan. The game winner last night against the Sarnia Sting was a deflection on the power play. Shurigan reads that tip well. Face-off comes to his right. Igor Barabanov against Cole Baudouin. Out of the tie-up, Klepov down to the ice he goes. Colts look back in front, can't find another deflection. Aitchison down into the corner. Looking for Baudouin. Tied up, chased down by Valeris. They get it, the point shot, saved by Shurigan, didn't exactly go where he wanted it to. But Klepov leaves it there for Barabanov and back up through center ice. Colts on it, back onto the tape of Josh Glavin. Flip back into the near corner. Off the boards, Kayshawn Aitchison, leading goal scorer from the blue line here in the OHL this season with 22, but a turnover. Here's Klepov. The shot never got to the net off of Von Richter. Back up it comes again. Emil Hemming here for the Colts into the offensive zone. He'll lay it into a space for Baudouin to chase. Intercepted Hemming in front. Here's a chance and a great save by Shurigan on Zabeski. Point blank range, no time to react. A positional save there for the goaltender. Now it's back in the corner. Comes back in front. Klepov keeps it away from Baudouin. Here's the cross ice. Von Richter the shot. That one fought off by the Spirit netminder. To the corner again. Then the point. Aitchison for Von Richter. There's traffic in front. Baudouin looking for the lane. The shot stopped by Shurigan. The rebound chance too. And he gets a quick whistle as the puck was under James Go. And more after from Valeris. Baudouin gets involved. Valeris tied up right now. Looks like with Emil Hemming. Three saves there from Stepan Shurigan that he probably didn't see.
He's the key right now.
There's the tip from the most recent, or a couple of chances ago. This one, the point-blank opportunity from Zabeski. We'll have a couple of offsetting penalties here. It is a bit of an onslaught now, as suddenly the Colts go from 6 shots on goal to 13. And the Spirit netminder keeps things where they were just a few moments ago at 1-0. We'll skate at 4-on-4 for a little bit. Xander Valeris for the Spirit. Emil Hemming for the Barrie Colts on offsetting penalties. And that shot by Emerton goes wide. Brody Papoy back in behind the Saginaw net there for James Go. Lots of room to roll here. Levi Harper trying to escape up the weak side. Go's going to carry the puck in just like he did on the first marker in this game. Kept alive. James Go up high. Taps the brakes. Cross ice. This is Papoy against Emerton. Turns around. Emerton stays right with him. And Papoy back and forth again. Looking to the front of the net. Goes off escape. Papoy gets it back in behind the goal. Hits the brakes. Here's the chance. Papoy thought the backhand pass there was going to Harper. He hangs on and goes back into the corner again. Now it's Hanrahan. Gets untangled from Wilmot. Hanrahan kept alive. Levi Harper. Couple of head fakes there. Look at the skating from Harper to keep that puck alive and keep Salandra guessing. Now the cross-ice pass. Here's Jilkin the shot. And a great defensive stick from Ben Wilmot. Knocks that puck up and out of play. 7:43 left in the first period. 1:04 left on the 4-on-4. Great chance from Dima Jilkin. But that play does not continue had it not been for the shifty skating of Levi Harper just inside the offensive zone. Trying to get an extra look at that for you. Couple of directional changes. 3 back and forth from Harper.
Barrie penalty.
Back it goes on the clear. Barabanov for Jones. And back in behind the net to start things out again. Up the right side, Jilkin, lots of speed, nearly got around Von Richter. And an active stick, no more puck there for Jilkin. Barabanov's got to leap over Klepov on that broken play. Now a giveaway, Klepov in front, reels it in. Here's a chance for Klepov, and a save made by Harevich, the rebound. Nearly knocked back in, and some friendly fire kept out by Crombie. He's got it now. The other direction. Calvin Crombie wide, looking in front. Can't get a backhand shot off. Braden Jones has to skate things out of danger. Little trouble on the exchange for Klepoff. 15 left at 4-on-4. Gardner there for Aitchison. Back for Gardner. Gets around Jilkin. Jones comes to him. Crombie's all alone in front. Almost a brilliant play there. He sent the shot wide. Barabanov for Jilkin again. Settles a bouncing puck down. Klepoff at the line. Both players out of the box for both teams. Crombie trying to go into the circle. Jilkin for the hit there. And Crombie gets it out to center. 8:25 left in this first period. 1-0 Spirit. Klepoff draws some players with him into the offensive zone. The drop-off, Barabanov to Valeris. And a glove save is made by Ben Horebic. Down to 6:18 left in this first period. A couple of drop passes there. We saw similar how Saginaw found their first goal last night against the Sarnia Sting. Long range there, though, for that try from Xander Valeris. No traffic in front. Simple save from Ben Horebic. You heard Chris Lasry talk about that during Coach's Corner. Wanting more traffic in front on these chances. Offensive zone face-off for Jensen Geldart. One back instead by Eamon Edgar. Low there for the Colts, flipped away, kept alive by Saginaw's Harmer, but whistled down on a hand pass. And will only take a couple of seconds off the clock here in this first period. Just a 2-game weekend for both of these hockey clubs. Saginaw and Sarnia last night. And again, the Colts an overtime victory, 6-5 over the Flint Firebirds last night. Needed to play a little bit of comeback hockey. Had to score 4 goals in the third period. They force overtime. And Emil Hemming, 16th of the season, to secure the victory in the extra frame. Nobody's played more overtime games than the Barrie Colts this year, 14. 1-0 right now. Still about 45 minutes left in this one. Carson Hartler gets drilled there by Passmore, but he got the puck ahead to Jacob Cloutier. Forced off there by Eliasson. Looking for a centering feed. That'll be taken away and given back here to Ethan Armstrong. Into the zone, looking for the pass. Knocked down by Passmore, and some help there from Blake Barnes. Drew Roscoe taken into the boards, and Carson Harmer is looking for an outlet here. Barnes drilled there by Baudouin. Geldart moves the puck to Cloutier. Waiting for a line change here. Cloutier gets closed off there by Eliasson. And as everybody gets fresh bodies on, Colts will start out again. Bouncing puck into center ice. Taken by James Go. Just inside the blue line. Looking rink wide. Here's a chance. It gets onto the stick of Harper. Down low. Just handcuffed there, but he drops it off. Bodie Stewart, the former Colt, takes his shot. Knocked down by Horebic. The rebound loose in front. Comes out, but not to Harper. Baudouin was there to rescue. Jason Zabeski up through center. It's intercepted by Popoy. Tries to carve through. Popoy down. Makes the pass, though. Here's Bodie Stewart into the circle. Look in there. Another pass saved by Horebic. The rebound chance.
Wow.
Oh, how does that stay out? Levi Harper coming down. It may have hit the goaltender in the mask. Now it's Baudouin. Stick check there by Popoy. Colts captain. Cross-ice pass. That was deflected. Now sent back down by Zabeski and behind the Spirit net. Inside 4.5 to go in the first period. Deflected by Hanrahan. There is no icing here. Justin Hanser gains the red line and fires it back in behind Shurigan. Backhanded there by Glavin as he's hit by Schneid. Valeris around. Taken away. Crombie. Down the left side here as the Colts look to go back to work in the offensive end. Schneid up at the point. Hanser. Bodies in front. Sends a shot that doesn't get through. Newton trying to pull it off Demas Jokic, who chops it to the corner. Now Klepoff tries to battle it back out to center. Needs some help from his captain, who goes down right in front of the bench. Cross-ice pass. Von Richter flips to the air. Will be chased down by Glavin. Took an extra second to figure out where that puck was going on the high flip. Crombie sends it back down into the corner. Schneid up high with 3.5 to go. Von Richter takes the shot. Takes Jilkin with him. Now near side. One-timer by Aitchison. He unloads and a save made by Shurigan. 3:26 left in the first period. 1-0 Saginaw still. Goaltending performances on both sides here. We're back in a moment here on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
If you're a homeowner, you have plenty to think about, like cleaning the gutters, investigating that banging noise, deciding which flowers to plant this year. One thing about being a homeowner you can think less about, questions about home insurance when you have State Farm. Your local State Farm agent is there to help you understand your coverage options and choose the protection that meets your needs, so you can focus on your home, and we'll focus on helping protect it.
Contact State Farm agent Ryan Coe to create your personal price plan today.
Soar with us. Saginaw Spirit Hockey is on 100.5 FM WSGW.
The Dow Event Center, still a 1-0 hockey game after this most recent chance. Bodie Stewart stopped by Harebic, and the next opportunity blocked right in front. Thought Ben Harebic may have gotten ahead on it, but it was a blocked shot. That's kept us at 1-0 here. Saginaw gets out of a defensive zone faceoff. Now ahead for Hanrahan with speed. Shovels a backhand shot. Good save by Harebic there with the shoulder on Saginaw's first-round pick, Ryan Hanrahan. Now a chance the other way.
Boy.
Bouncing puck for Wilmot. Just escapes him, and Shurigan fires that one into the crowd. Did it hit the glass? No. Delay of game against the Spirit goaltender as he looks skyward out of frustration. First Doormaster Exteriors penalty kill here for the Spirit in this game. And, you know, for as much as Shurigan comes out to play the puck, and he's one of the better puck-handling goaltenders we've seen in Saginaw, thought he would maybe roll the dice to come out and try to play that puck. He knew that he had the time to let it come to him.
Yeah, it was kind of rolling a little bit.
That's the thing.
Too.
It rolls up on him, and he just sends it over the short glass on the far side.
That's a tough play because he's got to make sure he gets enough on it.
Exactly.
So that the opposition doesn't get it and put a little too much on it. Ends up taking a penalty.
Colts power play, third best in the league. Coming into this game, they get a chance to go to work in a 6-5 win over Flint last night. They went 2 for 4. Calvin Crombie and Brad Gardner had the power play goals. Emerton controls off the start. Wilmot's got it. Emerton, Wilmot again. Down low, the pass intended there for Zabeski was broken up. Wilmot's got it. Chopped that by Xander Valeris. Looking for Zabeski again. Valeris chases it. 3 Colts were down below the goal line.
Oh, look out. Here we
Not
go.
be kept alive by Emerton, so a shorthanded break. It's Klepov, waits off the goal post in behind Harebic. Had him dead to rights, but not the goal post. Crombie. Backhanded pass up ice. Wilmot. 2.5 left in the period. 40 seconds gone on the Colts' first power play. Sends it back up. He was looking there for the late man, Crombie. Back out to center ice it goes. Cole Emerton into the skates. And then the stick of Emil Hemming. 5 games with the Texas Stars of the American Hockey League earlier this year. He's got 4 goals in his last 4 games. Baudouin back for him. Here's Hemming. Up through center ice with speed. Emil Hemming into the circle. Blocker saved by Shurigan. Bouncing puck. Can't be cleared. This is Aitchison. Not in a hurry to let it go. Kayshawn Aitchison. Goal line. Bumper play. Great save made by Shurigan. Aitchison again. Down low. They try it. Goes off the wall. Baudouin can't keep it alive, but Aitchison will. Slowly towards the middle. Aitchison. Nice pass. Was deflected there by Bodie Stewart, a former teammate. Hemming then for Baudouin. Broken up. Aitchison poked at by Barabanov. He's got it back out to center. Now it's Bodie Stewart. Shorthanded again. Stewart's shot gets blocked by the skate of Parker Von Richter. Joe Salandra up the left side with Baudouin. Crosses over and a pad save made by Shurigan. A little more difficult than it looked as this is backhanded into the Spirit bench. 12 seconds left on the delay of game penalty. Being served by Brody Popoy, but taken by the Spirit netminder Shurigan. Making up for his mistake here with a number of great saves. But how about that opportunity by Klepov? Freezes the goaltender right off the goalpost.
Oh, boy. Did everything right.
Final moments of this Colts power play. At the left point. Drop pass around. The shot through traffic. Knocked down. Rebound chance. That one turned out by Shurigan. William Schneid let the initial chance go. Out of the boxes, Brody Popoy. Aitchison looking around to see what the options are. Back in behind the net it goes. Neither team has scored a power play goal yet in this game. Brody Papoy drops it off for Carson Harmer. Rips into the zone. Left the puck behind. Off of Papoy. Tried to stick left there. Brody Papoy steals from Von Richter. Keeps it going to the far corner boards. Throws the shoulder back against Kayshawn Aitchison. Up to the point. James Go can't settle it down. It bounces out to center. Little poke there from Newton. There goes Shurigan to play it. Sends it over. Harper back up for Jacob Kluche. Rips this one cross ice. There's 62 again. Brody Papoy into the circle, then back down low. Looking for the wraparound. Gets it in front. The shot by Harmer doesn't go. Into the circle. It'll spill, and the Colts get it out to center. 20 seconds left in the period. Levi Harper between the wickets of Carson Harmer. Now it's Glavin. An assist last night in his hometown of Sarnia. Hanser takes it here for the Colts, dying seconds of the first. Unless Klepov can do something here, that'll be it for the first period. Jilkin rolling after that one, just didn't have enough clock left. Had the speed, though. 1-0 after 20 minutes here. No shortage of excitement between these two hockey clubs. A busy period for the goaltenders. 18 shots for Barrie, 11 for the Spirit. The only puck that found the back of the net, though, off the stick of the Spirit captain, Dimas Jilkins, 24th of the season, as the Spirit up 1-0 here on home ice. We'll take a break. When we come back, it is First Responders Night here inside the Dow Event Center. We'll catch up with Andrew Keller of Carter Kits and see how the Carter Kits are helping first responders, not just here in Saginaw, but across the U.S. as well. Back in a moment with Andrew here on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
Did you know the University of Michigan Flint is the fastest growing public university in the state? How do we do it? Access to top-ranked degree programs and one of the largest alumni networks. Access to small class sizes with renowned U of M professors. And access to the Go Blue free tuition guarantee. Because sometimes in life where you're going depends on where you go. Learn more about our growth at uofmflint.edu.
Prost Wine Bar and Charcuterie now has 2 buzzing locations to enjoy. Visit us in downtown Frankenmuth or in uptown Bay City. We offer a full bar, menu, and memorable atmosphere. Walk-ins are always welcome, and Bay City is now accepting reservations online at prostwinebar.com. Open 7 days a week. Make Prost Wine Bar in Frankenmuth or uptown Bay City your destination for great wine and even better times.
You really do get it all at Garber Chevrolet in Linwood. It's more than just better prices. It's better financing, better selection, and a better overall customer experience that will keep you coming back. We're also where your vehicle is serviced by factory-trained technicians with the highest standards of service. Come see us. Get a better overall experience and lease for less in Linwood. Garber Chevrolet Linwood, M13, north of Bay City. Online, garberlinwood.com. Chevrolet, together. Let's drive.
Henry the Hockey Dog loves food and he loves people, which is why Rescue Ministries is partnering with Henry to provide 5,000 meals to our homeless neighbors. It costs $3 to provide a warm meal at the mission, and Henry is asking for your help. Right, Henry? Text Henry 2025 to 50155 to make a donation. Caravan Facilities Management also cares and is willing to match your donation right now. Help Henry provide a meal and consider donating today.
Looking to stay in touch with your community? Check out Great Lakes Bay Connections, a collection of shows and podcasts bringing you local voices, telling local stories from local people. Great Lakes Bay Connections features Hey, Great Lakes Bay, Generating Gratitude, That's What She Said, United Shades of Gray, Mi Gente on Air, and more. Listen weekends on WSGW, anytime on your favorite podcasting app or at WSGW.com. Your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey is WSGW.
Center, and so pleased to be joined down at ice level by Andrew Keller, the co-founder of Carter Kits. Andrew, thanks for joining us here again. For those that don't know, what are Carter Kits and how do they help first responders, not just here in Saginaw, but across the U.S.?
Well, first of all, thank you for having us. Thank you to the Spirit organization for being such great supporters of Carter Kits. This all rolled out in 2019. And in 2019, what we ended up doing is we started autism sensory bags. In those bags, you have fidget toys, you have noise-canceling headphones, you have nonverbal cue cards along with sunglasses to hopefully help children that are in situations where first responders show up, where they can have a tool, the first responders can have a tool to help calm some of those situations down. So, we started in 2019, kind of had a vision here locally, and that has turned into, we're now in 44 states. We have more than 23,000 kits out in the U.S. as well as in Ontario and Bahamas. And, it's been a beautiful opportunity for us to really kind of bring this idea along, and it's really gone a long way. And Carter, he's now 11 years old. He was 5 years old when he started. His dad is a detective with Saginaw Township Police Department. His dad saw the reason and saw the need to have a special kit like this for first responders to go to when they do arrive to scenes with children with special needs. And it's just grown, it's exploded. We've had unbelievable support, not only from the Spirit organization, but from across the country.
Can you tell me a little bit about the early days when you and Justin were kind of workshopping this idea? Because the need was there. How did you guys kind of deliver this into something that, is a tangible thing?
Yeah, so in 2019, we came up with the idea through a text message. And, I think that's what they say, all great ideas start in text messages.
I think that's right.
I don't know if that's true. But this time it actually was. And so our buddy Brandon Hossbeck, who is now the chief of the local Saginaw Fire Department, him along with Justin Sievers, along with myself, came together and we said, what are we going to do this year to try to make the world better, essentially? And that's how these kits were born. We initially donated to 10. We donated 10 to local municipalities. We got picked up by some national news organizations, and that has pretty much created the springboard to take us nationwide. So, it was an idea. We had an opportunity to take it to the next level. We chose to, and we're at the Spirit game. It's unreal.
And for anybody that's watching this and wants to get Carter kits at their police department, fire department, wherever they might need them, how can they go about doing that? How do they add to the already growing network of Carter kits?
Yeah, you bet. So, to learn a lot more about what they do, how they impact children with special needs in those high stress situations, go to carterkits.org. Right on that website, you can check out, how to order them. A lot of communities have turned to private businesses to help raise some funds to make it doable in those situations. So, it's really kind of this organic growth type thing that we started, and it has turned into something that we never thought it would be, but we're happy it is.
Those are the best stories. That's where the best ideas go. Andrew Keller, thanks so much for being with us.
Absolutely. Thanks, Dylan.
Andrew of Carter Kits here on First Responders Night. Really fun conversation with Andrew and the Carter Kits folks. Usually Justin Sievers, but we love having them on here anytime it's First Responders Night inside the Dow Event Center. 1-0 here on this first intermission. Saginaw does have the lead. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, some highlights, lots of saves for you. Coming back after this here on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
When you go Great Lakes Bay in Michigan, lose yourself in nature and find yourself at peace. Soak up the stillness of winter on glistening trails, or glide along an outdoor ice rink. Take charming carriage rides through snowy streets. Embrace the magic of the season and warm up with comfort food and handcrafted beverages. There are moments of pure greatness all around if we linger long enough to soak them in. Find yours at gogreat.com.
Looking for an easier way to travel? Fly from MBS International Airport, conveniently located in the heart of the Great Lakes Bay region. No long lines, simple to get around, and for the best deals, always book directly at mbsairport.org, with Delta and United providing access to wherever you want to fly. MBS is putting the world right outside your door. MBS International Airport. Save time and money and fly from nearby. Visit mbsairport.org.
From the depths of the ocean to the farthest reaches of space, Corning's technologies push the boundaries of what's possible. We're the world's leading innovator in glass and ceramic science, and we're innovating right here in Michigan. Corning's solar wafer site in Hemlock is helping guarantee American energy security. We're investing in our local Michigan communities. That's why Corning is a proud sponsor of the Saginaw Spirit. Learn more about Corning today at corning.com.
So we're finally ready to plan for retirement, but who do we trust?
Our friends at TriStar Trust. They've been here for 25 years right here in our community, and they'll be here for the next 25.
That's the kind of team I want in my corner.
TriStar Trust helps you plan your retirement, manage your investments, and build the future you've been dreaming of. Because when it comes to your goals, it's your time to shine. Visit TriStarTrust.com.
It's time for your intermission report from the Town Place Suites by Marriott broadcast booth. Here's Dylan Clark.
But first, Dimas Jilkin did not waste too much time. His 24th goal of the season. When you're playing the best road team in the Ontario Hockey League, you got to come out swinging here as the home squad. James Go, the pass across to Jilkin. Again, may not have been expected by many to take that shot in stride like he did. Beats Ben Horebic on the second shot of the game, put Saginaw on the driver's seat early. The Colts would take the driver's seat back for a number of opportunities as that second period went along. Some point-blank chances right in front of Stepan Shurigan. Some power play opportunities as well. Secondary cracks. Shurigan made 18 saves in that first period. He was just as busy as he was last night against the Sarnia Sting. When Sarnia sent 19 shots on him, he made 18 stops then as well. Ben Horebic was not exactly without saves to make in that first period either. A couple of grade A chances, maybe some shot blocks as well. Standing right on the doorstep. Little chest save made by the defenseman Gabriel Eliasson as well at the tail end of that first period. First intermission stats brought to you by Raymond. 18-11, the shots on goal. Jilkin, the lone tally. Nobody scored yet on the power play. Let's start there as we bring it back up inside the Town Place Suites by Marriott broadcast booth. Dylan Clark alongside Dennis DeRosier. Dennis, a lot of times when we see the early goings of a game like this, power plays don't look particularly put together. Both the Spirit and Colts power plays got some really good looks in that first period. They're firing on all cylinders.
They did. The power play did everything but score. Well executed, but Shurigan was the key to, without a doubt. 18 shots he faced, and you can't allow that to happen every period. It's wonderful when it happens. They got a 1-0 lead. Shurigan faced 18 shots. That's good. You got to cut that at least in half. You don't want to do that for 3 periods. Sooner or later, it's going to wear them down. So good start. Now a couple little adjustments and well on our way.
For Dimas Jilkin on that opening goal. Again, quick release, heavy shot, 24th goal this season. I mean, for
he's a goal scorer.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I was going to ask you. You've seen now 2 seasons of Dimas Jilkin. Just how quickly has he progressed here from a young rookie to a standout player in this league?
Well, not only that, but developing into a really good goal scorer. You could see flashes of it when he first came into the league. But goal scorers have got that little something extra. And nobody really knows what it is unless you're the guy doing it, and you can't explain it.
Right.
Because it just when you see a spot, you hit it, you make the right move, you're looking at the goaltender, you see him, but you don't see him. You're seeing the back of the net, the open spots. It's a weird thing, but when you got it, you got it. And I know because I had it once or twice, not my whole career, but I had flashes of it. And it's a really good feeling when you're coming offensively on a goaltender and you look and you really don't even see the goaltender. You see the back of the net or you see the mesh where he isn't. And that's a good goal scorers have that. And this kid obviously has that ability.
So when you're in that spot, are you more calm than anything when you're hot like that and all you see is the back of the net?
Well, it's hard to explain. You're mentally calm. Everything's slow, even though you're moving fast.
Right.
You got to move. You can't stand still and go, oh, this is pretty nice. I mean, it just slows down in your brain where you see everything really clearly. It's hard to explain, but it's a wonderful feeling when it happens.
I'll trust you because I was never there. So
that's all right. Lots of people are.
I know. Going into this second period here, again, this is a Barrie team that's got 18 shots on goal in that first period.
Yeah.
They can zip the puck around. I wouldn't expect any more challenges for them offensively.
I would like to have seen Saginaw score a couple more goals because just looking at the stats sheet and the players they got and the situations, the power plays and stuff, they're capable of putting a number up. And a 1-goal lead with 40 minutes to go isn't exactly in the bank yet. So got to continue to play good. Hopefully Shurigan continues to play his stellar performance on the back end. And the next goal, I think, is key. And then after that, the next goal is key. If you get up 3-0, then you can do a lot of different things. Up 1-0,
it's tight.
It's tight.
It's tight for sure.
2-0 is even tight because they score and they get a jolt of adrenaline. Now, hey, we're only down 1. Let's go. But let's just keep it, play it smart. Don't take chances. Capitalize when you get the opportunity and play solid defense.
We'll see what they got in the second period. 1-0 right now. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, your out-of-town scores here on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
It takes each of us to make Saginaw a place we're proud to call home. Since 1984, Saginaw Community Foundation has helped build and strengthen Saginaw County by bringing together people and resources to make a difference. We're a one-stop shop for giving, building endowments, grant-making, and community leadership. Visit SaginawFoundation.org today to learn more about how you can help support your community. Saginaw Community Foundation, building a flourishing community for all, for good, forever.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say, "What? Huh?"
I'm so over this.
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this.
Contact State Farm agent Mike Miner to create your personal price plan today.
Mid-Michigan Canine Academy's Redemption Crew loves Saginaw and the surrounding communities who have blessed us so much, and we are concerned about the epidemic of rehome dogs and dogs left at shelters. If your dog is a handful, or if you're thinking about rehoming your dog, let us help you with its behavioral challenges. Our 7-day doggy boot camp can help. Not all dogs are as fortunate as Henry the Hockey Dog, but they all deserve a second chance. Give us a call at Mid-Michigan Canine Academy and let us help you transform your dog's behavior and your life.
Are you looking to make a sweet change in your career? Plant your career with Michigan Sugar Company. Michigan Sugar Company is now hiring STEM, skilled trades, maintenance, and general labor roles at their Bay City, Carroll, Croswell, and Sebwing factories. Visit michigansugar.com/careers for a full list of available roles and to start your application today. Michigan Sugar Company, making life sweeter since 1906.
Your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey is WSGW.
Brampton picked up a 2-1 win over Oshawa. The Otters and Knights in a 1-1 deadlock. The Firebirds up on Sarnia down I-75 and a 1-1 tie between Guelph and Owen Sound. Your out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. Second period action coming up from Saginaw.
At Garber Chevy Chesaning, better means you get it all. Better prices, better selection, and better service. Our factory-trained technicians keep your vehicle in top condition. We have everything your vehicle needs, even tires. Come see us at Garber Chevy Chesaning and see how you can get it all. At the corner of M52 and M57, online at garberchesaning.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Everybody knows you'll do better at Garber.
Looking for the perfect place for your loved one to thrive? At Traditions of Saginaw, we offer comfort, care, and community. It's a senior living hat trick. Whether it's enjoying delicious, chef-prepared meals, personalized support, or fun events, Traditions of Saginaw feels like home. Schedule your tour today and see why families trust us for peace of mind and vibrant living. Learn more at traditionsofsaginaw.com or call to schedule a tour today. Traditions of Saginaw. Welcome home.
Disability Network Mid-Michigan promotes and encourages independence for all people with disabilities. Our vision is to create accessible and inclusive communities where everyone has opportunities to live the life they choose. Whether you're looking for a job, skills to become self-sufficient, trying to find the right assistive technology, or know someone who wants to move out of a nursing facility, we are here for you. Contact Disability Network Mid-Michigan today, the disability experts in your community.
Your active life depends on healthy muscles, bones, and joints. When pain arises, My Michigan Health is your go-to place.
Our comprehensive musculoskeletal team offers the latest in surgical and non-surgical treatments and includes experts in specialized orthopedics and sports medicine. Whether your pain originates from your knee, hip, hand, elbow, shoulder, ankle, or foot, our experts can help. With more than 50 providers across 21 locations in central and northern Michigan, we're dedicated to keeping you active. Learn more at mymichigan.org/MSK.
This is Saginaw Spirit Hockey on 100.5 FM WSGW, Carlton, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland.
Same group will start here for Saginaw. That started the first. No carryover penalties or power plays. And we're underway here in the middle stage. Emerton back in the Colts end. Deflected by Carson Harmer. He's got it here off of a steal. Looking in front for Hanrahan. Knocked it down. Has to chase things in the corner. Colts on a high stick. Hanrahan takes a hit. Moves the puck. Harmer to Kluche. Up the far side. Now he'll drop it off. Here's Jones rotating. Has Harmer as a chance. The backhand shot. That one fought off by Horebic. Jones took it to the net himself. Now a pass off the wall. Too far ahead of Wilmot. Blake Barnes is there. Turned it over though. Salandra pursues down behind the net. Centering feed. Gardner that shot. That didn't miss by much. Didn't miss the goal, or Salandra behind the goal by very much. Off the boards. Hanrahan's got to reach after it here. Jammed up the boards for Jacob Kluche. Winnipeg Jets 7th rounder takes the check, moves the puck. Now this is Eliasson. 2nd rounder to the Ottawa Senators in 2024 to fire it back into the glove of Shurigan, who hopes an NHL team calls his name this summer and freezes for a faceoff. It's a very good chance that's the case. Both of these goaltenders, not just Shurigan, end up hearing their names called this summer. Not just the both goaltenders that are playing in this game. Ben Horebic, number 19 on NHL Central Scouting's list of North American goaltenders. Shurigan at 17. Arvin Jaswal is the backup goaltender for the Barrie Colts tonight. He clocks in at number 23 on the list of goalies that NHL Central Scouting has its eyes on here in North America. He stopped 35 of 40 in last night's victory down at the Dordt Financial Center. As they clear this puck in on the goaltender Ben Horebic. Again, this is his return to action after a rare night to forget against the Brantford Bulldogs back on January the 25th. This is back in his neck of the woods on a delayed offside. The Spirit will touch up. Eliasson, 6'7", looking over the net. Now steps out. He finds Zabeski. Sweeps one to the goal. Stick saved by Shurigan. Bit of a longer rebound. That's taken care of, and Eliasson throws that back in front. Nearly a dangerous chance. Now Von Richter back behind the Spirit net. Hung up on Josh Glavin and the official, who would like to get out of the pile right now. He's trying his best. Ryan Harrison, a situation didn't want to find himself in there. Nearly a backdoor tap-in for Baudouin. Eliasson back in his own zone again. Off the boards, helped out to center ice by Von Richter. Barabanov takes the check from Zabeski. Cole Baudouin back in, bumped off by Zilkin. Drills Xander Valeris there, back and behind the Spirit net. And a bouncing puck finds its way out to center. Valeris, you saw him shaking the jaw off there a little bit. Dusts the puck off and finds Josh Glavin. Dima Zilkin, the lone goal scorer in this game. 2.5 gone in the second period. Zilkin rips it back in. Jensen Geldart back underneath the Barrie goal line for Brody Popoy. Had some good shifts earlier on in that first period. Keeps the skates moving here against Schneid. Newton on this puck on the far boards. Can't get it around Jensen Geldart. The shouldering continues. Jaden Newton pulls this one out. Back in the trapezoid behind Horebic. Enzer will find through center. Crombie off of Levi Harper. Crombie gets it back, rotating high, throws it cross ice. Here's Aitchison off the bench, takes a shot. That one fought off by Shurigan. Armstrong off the glass, well up into the air. Ladled down by Brody Popoy, but not handled by Geldart. Colts have it. Newton, a shot from the circle. That one blocked by Harper. Geldart again with Crombie on it. Taken into the boards. James Go fires it off the window. Kept alive by the skate of Schneid. Off the stick of Bodie Stewart. Armstrong there. Touches with Jensen Geldart. We got a whistle and a stoppage. 16:35 to go here in this second period. Talked about Saginaw dressing 11 and 7. Brody Najim and Liam Storch are the odd men out here in this game for the Spirit. Storch took warm-up, still on his way back from an upper body injury. Nicholas Desiderio, one of several Colts out of the lineup tonight. He's facing a suspension review. Teague Vader is out. Jonah McCormick and Luke Govro as well. Aitchison snaps it back in from center. Beaudoin back in behind the Spirit net. To the corner, cross ice. Aitchison, left circle, takes the shot. That was blocked by Klutze. You see him adjusting the angle. On step on Shurigan. Now another one turned towards the end off the skates of Glavin. Still loose. Klutze gets it out with help from Harmer. That puck looked like it was going to settle down for low, but Harmer with the touch out of midair. Valeris finds Hanrahan. A pass that Klutze wasn't expecting. Now Beaudoin on the counter. Here they come. Eamon Edgar down the wing. Shrugs off Valeris. Looking for the wraparound. Can't find it. Pass back up high. And Eliasson can't keep that puck alive either. So he fires it back in. Line change here for the Colts. Josh Glavin there for Klutze. Spirit could use a line change. Bouncing puck as Gardner settles it down back and behind the Barrie goal. Emerton back for Eliasson. Now back at center. Barabanov trying to settle it down. Brought in by Gardner. Chased down to the far boards and away from a reaching Josh Glavin. Kept alive by Eliasson or no. Does get out past him. Klutze and Glavin make a beeline back to the Spirit bench. They were out for a little over a minute there on that shift. This will be knocked down by Barabanov at center. A little trouble for Roscoe. But that's the good fortune of having Stepan Shurigan behind you. Now a turnover, though. Look out. Here's Wilmot right to the net. Another save by Shurigan. That's the other fortune of having Stepan Shurigan behind you. Great save again.
Wow.
To keep it a 1-0 game.
A good goaltender will make up for a lot of miscues.
There's two right there. Helps out, acts as an extra defenseman. The Spirit don't get the puck out. Right into the glove, or off the cuff on that backhander from Wilmot. So patient, so calm, doesn't panic. Feet go wide, he gets a good push over, and the head follows the hands. 15:01 to go in period two. It stays a 1-0 game thanks to the busiest goaltender in the OHL. 1,168 saves coming into tonight's game. Over 2,300 minutes. And again, those are top marks in the league. Bouncing puck. Shurigan's net is off right now. He's trying to let everybody know. I think he might have put it back on himself. He's got his hand in the air, guys. He needs some help. Aitchison taps it back down. Now here's an opportunity. Salandra into the circle. This could get interesting here. The net is very much off. And Shurigan probably a little wiser to just let it be off right now. Von Richter down into the circle. You would expect him to just kick it off at this point while he makes the save. And he's saying, guys, come on, I'm hollering for it. 14:28 to go here in the second. That could have been interesting.
Yeah, I don't really know what that call would have been.
Well,
it can't be a goal, I don't think.
No, I didn't see exactly where it came off. I believe at some point he transitions into the post and just his weight and momentum kind of carried it off. That might be the place where he notices it for the first time.
Right.
And that's not a hard push into the goalpost or slamming into it with your shoulder. That was about as gentle of a push as you're going to see. Doesn't matter. Nothing happened. D-zone face-off will be laid back out to neutral ice. Not that we haven't had any interesting moments in this building this season. An overtime game in October against the Flint Firebirds comes to mind. Cole Beaudoin out of the corner now for Hemming. A shot between the dots, high and over the crossbar. Aitchison again, down low, looking for his captain. Beaudoin's on Josh Glavin. That'll be deflected by Bodie Stewart on a puck I don't think that he saw. The goaltender Horebic is out to play because Klutze would have been the first man to it. Beaudoin, stick lift by Stewart. Good reach there by Xander Valeris. Here come the Colts. Still a shot off the goalpost from Hemming. Iron from both teams now in this game. Zabeski sweeps one there. Broken play. It's picked up by Aitchison. Down low he goes. Beaudoin up top. Over the top of the dots. Another shot that never got to the net. Now Xander Valeris will flip things out. This will register as an icing here as Passmore comes back. 9 to go. Second period. Shurigan and the medal. Keeping it a 1-0 game right now. We're back to Saginaw here in a moment on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
Garber Buick is America's oldest Buick dealership. Our factory-trained service technicians deliver precision care to keep your vehicle performing at its best. We also have an award-winning body shop. We even sell parts and tires. You truly get it all at Garber Buick. Better service, better selection, and better prices. Garber Buick, State Street in Saginaw. Online, garberbuick.com. Buick, exceptional by design.
Everybody knows you'll do better at Garber.
Hi, this is Carson Armour, and you're listening to Saginaw Spirit Hockey on 100.5 WSGW.
Back inside the Dow Event Center. Second period here, 13:29 left in it. And a 1-0 lead for the Saginaw Spirit. 18 saves in the first period from Stepan Shurigan. That ties the most that the Spirit have seen in a first period all season. January 8th against Kingston, January 30th, just last night against Sarnia. So some busy starts to the game for Shurigan. He's made a handful more here in the second as this puck is going to dance into the bench. They'll have to decide where the puck will be dropped at center ice, just outside the Colts blue line. And again, the best road team in the OHL has been playing great hockey recently. 9 wins in their last 10. Colts have not lost consecutive games in regulation since mid-October. Picked up a loss against Brantford 2 games ago. They come back with an overtime thriller against the Flint Firebirds last night. But it was a tough start to the season for Barrie. And again, the last time that they lost consecutive games, it was in the midst of a 6-game winless stretch. 3-7-3 to start the year. Look out, a poke there from Glavin. And a delayed penalty coming against Saginaw as Valeris got the stick involved. And a hooking penalty is upcoming as Josh Glavin's in the ear right now of Brad Gardner. 13-15 here in this second period. Gardner and Glavin still tied up. And there's the hook from Xander Valeris. He gets the stick up under the armpit of Ben Wilmot. So back to the box go the Spirit. Second Stormmaster Exteriors penalty kill of the game for Saginaw. Again, 18th PK in the league to this point in the season. Colts unsuccessful on the delay of game penalty to Stepan Shurigan at the tail end of the first. We'll see what they can do with their second opportunity here. Face-off won by the shorthanded Spirit. Dimas Yilkin kept alive. Bouncing puck. Aitchison off the boards for Emil Hemming. Finds the man on the goal line. Gets it back from Salandra. Hemming. Now Von Richter over. Far side one-timer by Aitchison goes wide. Kept alive by Hemming. Looking towards the middle. Now Von Richter up high. The return pass, Hemming. Von Richter takes the shot right into the glove. Shurigan saw it the whole way. Slides over to grab it. But the eyes of Von Richter were suggesting a pass over to Kayshawn Aitchison. It's in similar territory to where Nikita Klepov does a lot of his work on the Spirit power play. Another good opportunity for the Colts on the power play. You see Von Richter's looking over to Aitchison. Sells the pass to everybody except for Shurigan, who makes the save. Hemming gets it back off another face-off win here for the Colts. Reaching a win is Klepov. Von Richter down low. Here's an opportunity. Beaudoin tries to jam there. 2 saves by Shurigan. The puck to the corner. Jilkin just trying to pursue it. Carter Lowe is on him. Lowe there. Kicked out of the skates of Aitchison. Nice pass there. He finds Hemming up high. Trying to back away from Klepov, who's going to intercept here. Hit the goalpost on a shorthanded breakaway earlier in the game. He's going to find Jilkin here. Just deflected at the line by Von Richter. Aitchison carries it back in. Wheels down the near side. Lost it. Jammed after by Klepov. Sent underneath. This is Beaudoin on the far side. Emerton. Beaudoin again. 47 left on the Valeris penalty. Near side. Hemming. Emerton shot into traffic. Hit a skate in the pad of the goaltender. Still loose though. Underneath. Maybe a fallen Spirit penalty kill, and now it comes out. Hemming takes the shot in the circle. Blocked there by Josh Glavin. Beaudoin back and behind. Ties up with Jilkin. Back up top to Emerton. Near side. Hemming. Left circle shot turned out by the Spirit netminder. Low. Back underneath and around. Aitchison with 18 on the power play. Very slowly at the top of the formation. Emerton now as they switch. Snaps it back down low. Baudouin waiting. Shoots it. Scores. Almost an identical play to the two saves that Shurigan made earlier. This time the Colts captain breaks through. 19th of the season, ties the game on the power play. And that was a marathon of a penalty kill for the Spirit. Lots of puck movement. The Colts just camped out. The passes and the players came almost to a standstill. But they're able to find their man down low, and that is a tough play to make for Baudouin.
Yeah, it sure is.
19th of the season. The Colts take the donut off the board from Stepan Shurigan. They score on the 27th shot of the game. And we're all even here. Back at neutral ice. Schneid has it. Emerton and Aitchison pick up the helpers on the Baudouin power play goal. Back over for Levi Harper. Off the glass and out to center. Bouncing puck. As Hanser gets away from Bodie Stewart. Newton hit by Jensen Geldart, spun around. Crombie on it here. The hit from Brody Papoy. Levi Harper backhanded that one into Bodie Stewart now. The other direction. Crombie trying to escape. Picked up by James Gone. Off the boards. Jensen Geldart can't find a pass. Gets drilled by Crombie. Hanser's on this puck. Over to his defensive partner Passmore. The outlet pass. Taken by Crombie. Stepped into by Harper. Move the puck to the corner. Schneid and go. Battle for it. Into the corner. Bodie Stewart. The stick lift there by Wilmot. Pries the puck out. Then Wilmot up high. Here's a chance. Near side. Eliason at the blue line. Sends it back. Armstrong dishes one more time. Gardner's shot fought off by Shurigan. The rebound picked up by James Go. Worked out of that scrum by Wilmot. Levi Harper comes over. Gets knocked heavily off the puck by Salandra. Now Eliason again, near side. Gardner, left circle, takes a shot. Saved by Shurigan. An extra tap from Wilmot. But nothing more after that. 9:51 here in the second period. Ben Wilmot, one of the key acquisitions from the Colts at the trade deadline, January the 8th. William Moore and 4 picks going back to London. The rights to Will Moore, number 165 ranked forward on NHL Central Scouting's list. And again, point per game player in Ben Wilmot. Had 3 points against the Flint Firebirds. Gives him 13 in just 10 games as a member of the Barrie Colts. Sliding in nicely here after the deadline. Carson Harmer takes a hit, moves the puck to Jacob Cloutier. Von Richter off the wall in behind Hrebeck. Taken by Harmer, looking to slide that one in front for Ryan Hanrahan. Gardner has it now. Salandra on and off his tape. He's got Valeris all over him. Bouncer picked up by Wilmot again. Gets through almost to the backhand. A good poke check there by Glavin. Carson Harmer has to move backwards a little bit to go forwards. At least that's the thinking. He'll dump it back off there for Josh Glavin. Takes a hit. That goes off of Hemming and into the bench. Could have been a dangerous moment there for the Spirit, as the Colts almost force a turnover in the Saginaw zone. Face-off to come just outside just inside. To the left of Stepan Shurigan's net. Spirit will finally get to stay at home here for at least a little bit. After tonight, some more rest. Wednesday night, the Sioux Greyhounds come to town before Erie and London on Friday and Saturday. And again, this after 6 straight on the road. Trying to make up some home ice here in the month of February. Passmore, point shot, knocked down. Bodies flying in front of the net. Puck is pursued by Hemming. Off the board, Zabeski looking for it, taken into the wall there by Saginaw's Hanrahan. Harper has Baudouin to deal with. Off the glass. Comes back down now to center ice. Baudouin picked up by Zabeski with a man breaking towards the net. Find him, broke it up, they score. It goes off Jacob Cloutier. 8:39 left in the period. It's a 2-1 lead for the Colts after a puck gets broken up and ends up in the back of the net. Emil Hemming makes it 2-1. Kluche had the right idea. Was able to cut off the pass. And Hemming cashes in on the rebound. We'll see just how much of that puck was touched by Kluche. It would have been an easy tap in initially. Shurigan makes the first save. And Hemming more or less shoots the stick of Kluche into the back of the net. 17th of the season, if it does in fact belong to Emil Hemming. About 3 minutes after the Colts get on the board, they grab the lead. This is Drew Roscoe. Saginaw just 2 shots on goal here in this second period, being outshot 11-2. Von Richter gets it back up to neutral territory. Roscoe now over for Barnes. Got a bouncing puck. Roscoe up to Nikita Klepov. Now through center. Looking to get something going back for the Spirit. Goes off the skate of Schneid. Zabeski and Baudouin pick up the assists on the go-ahead goal from Emil Hemming. Schneid pulls this out of a dangerous area here for the Colts. Crombie down the wing, tries to get around Blake Barnes. A last-second poke there, and that one dished off by Shurigan. He says sorry as he hits the official with the puck. Klepov, down the wing he goes again. Barabanov against Aitchison. Takes him out of the play. Valeris put into the boards by Lowe. 2 against 2, the bouncing puck in the far corner. Uri Rauser does what he can to dig it free. Aitchison now up the near side. This is Crombie off the boards. Up through center. Poked away from Eamon Edgar by Josh Glavin and carried in by Rauser. Down the wing. Rauser's shot snapped off the skate of Lowe. Rauser's got it back in behind the net. Held up by Passmore. Sawyer Schmidt goes to work against Aitchison. Eamon Edgar handcuffed. This is Klepov. Off his skate. Picked up by Crombie, but knocked down by Schmidt. Kept alive here. Schmidt changes direction, finds Xander Valeris. Snaps a shot. That one goes off Crombie's leg on the way through. Poked away and out to center ice. Josh Glavin for Valeris. Back in. It's guided by Sawyer Schmidt. And Aitchison dumps it back around for Barry's Passmore. Solander turns this in behind Stepan Shurigan. Late stages, second period. Saginaw trying to get one back after seeing 2 go in quick succession back the other way. This is icing here with 6:29 left in the second period. The offense has dried up a little bit here for Saginaw in the second. Dennis, Saginaw's outshot 12-2 here in the middle frame. What's changed?
Well, you know that Barrie's a good team, number one. And I'm quite sure none of the players or coaches on the Barrie team like the way they played the first period or like the result. So I imagine there was a little bit of a chewing between periods, and they're responding to it.
Brad Gardner to take this offensive zone face-off. We'll see what else they come up with here in the second period. Gardner has 3 of Barrie's 30 shots in this game. And he's won this face-off. That'll be collected here by Hamzer. Down to the corner, centering feed, looking for Joe Solandra. That one deflected into the glass. Ben Wilmot again. Hit by Sawyer Schmidt. Justin Hanser down into the corner, looking for Wilmot. Taken off the puck by Valeris. Chased down by Levi Harper. Colts have it. Up top, Armstrong. Give and go there with Gardner. Tries to get through Brody Popoy. Left the puck behind and got it out to center. Wilmot off the boards. Harper knocked off the heel of Brody Popoy's stick. Carried back, though, by Armstrong into the Barrie zone. Up for Hanser. Here they come again. Thrown back in. A couple of players get off, at least for the Colts. The defensemen do. Levi Harper moves his puck for Brody Popoy. All over him with Solandra. So no puck going the other way for Saginaw. They're back below their own goal line again. Colts pull it off the boards. Gardner up for Eliason with some room, and that one stopped by Shurigan. And he hangs on as Harper tells Wilmot to get going. 5:33 left in the second period. 2-1. Colts have jumped ahead. We're back to finish off the second in a moment here on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say, "What? Huh?"
I'm so over this.
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this.
Contact State Farm agent Chris Barrios to create your personal price plan today.
Soar with us. Saginaw Spirit Hockey is on 100.5 FM WSGW.
Inside the Dow Event Center. 2-1. Colts have the advantage here over the Spirit. An offensive zone faceoff as Cole Baudouin will step in against Carson Harmer. 2 points in this game, goal and an assist for Baudouin. Von Richter keeps this alive, and back down it goes. Eliason up high to the circle, takes a shot that got tipped on its way and goes up to the glass. Von Richter sends another one. Harmer lifts the stick of Baudouin. Both players made appearances at Utah Mammoth training camp over the summer. Baudouin, the 24th overall pick in 2024. Harmer, a free agent invite to Mammoth camp this year. He's going to chase this one back in front of Stepan Shurigan. Here they go again. Zabeski is hit by Valeris. Kluche, got to get it out. Doesn't. Eliason to the corner. 6'7". So that puck may have been over many defenders' heads, but not Eliason's. Baudouin shoots while falling. That goes wide, maybe off the tip of Shurigan's blocker. Harmer back out to center again. Von Richter and Eliason back and forth. Colts keep it on Saginaw's side of the red line here in the second. Kluche able to flip that puck off the boards out to center ice. Down for an icing again here. 4:27 left in period 2. The puck possession game favoring the visitors right now. Face off again. Will come in the right circle in the offensive end for Barrie. Stepan Shurigan to this point, again, as he's off the heels of a 39 save performance. Already stopped 30 here. Face off won by Crombie. Trying to go right between the wickets of Carson Harmer. Colts send it back below the goal line again. Left point, Kayshawn Aitchison. Moves away from Jacob Kluche. Pursued down the wall. Kluche saying, hey, we got to switch here. Aitchison stays with it. He's got all kinds of room in the corner. Takes a shot blocker saved by Shurigan. The net is very much off. And just guided into the vacant cage by Calvin Crombie. 4:07 left in the period. That one a little bit more obvious than the earlier dislodged net that we had. And you saw Jacob Kluche pointing to Kayshawn Aitchison earlier on before this. Good blocker save there by Shurigan. There was a switch that was supposed to occur in the defensive end for Saginaw that likely did not occur. That's why Aitchison ended up with all kinds of space in the bottom of the circle. He's got this puck again. Highest scoring defenseman in Barrie Colts history. Aitchison helps out again as this puck is flipped towards the net by Cole Emerton. May have gone off some bodies on the way through. Xander Valeris has been at the heart of a couple of scrums in this game and is involved in another. Linesman will tell him to go take a line change. 3:59 here in the period. Shots on goal brought to you by Frankenmuth Insurance and Saginaw Bay Underwriters. 14-2 here in the second. It is a Colts-heavy middle frame. Levi Harper out on this D-zone draw. Will sit down with Saginaw's newest record holder for points by a rookie defenseman. Levi Harper will join us in the second intermission. Picks things up and give it over to Nikita Klepov. Backhanded pass up through center. Barabanov gets drilled by Aitchison. Pops right back up. Harper and Aitchison, some words afterwards. This one tipped past James Go. Crombie's got a step and a tough angle. He turns back, drops it off. Here's the opportunity for Snide. Just paddled aside by Shurigan. With more chaos in front as Harper and Lowe go back and forth behind the play. This is Barabanov over the offensive blue line. The late man, Klepov, handcuffed there by Snide, but Klepov gets it back. There's a penalty coming.
Both of them, I think.
It was Newton who's going to have to be stuffed into the penalty box right now. Levi Harper's going to go back to the bench. I think that's the only penalty.
Maybe.
Newton is barking right now at Ryan Harrison. I think he's picked up a 10. Jordan Hurtubise It's going to send Newton back to the dressing room a little bit early here for the second intermission. Not sure if we were able to capture the battle that was going on behind the play between Jaden Newton and Levi Harper. It would have been well before the puck entered the offensive zone. But it was the battle back in front of Stepan Shurigan that lasted quite a while. So the Spirit will head to their third IBEW Local 557 power play. Really good opportunity here at the tail end of the second period. Just 3:27 left in it. Top unit is out. Barabanov shrugs off the hit from Kayshawn Aitchison. That was Zhilkin, Klepov, Harper, and James Go. So 2 defensemen now on this power play for Saginaw as Zabeski gets a little bit of a whack on top of the laces there. Barking back and forth with Zhilkin. Zhilkin lines up behind Barabanov now. James Go is in no man's land, getting ready for this faceoff. Now we've got more behind the play as Barabanov and Zabeski. So we're at 5-on-5 for the moment, but that's going to change here. As a roughing penalty. Chris Lazary talking with Blake Beer right now. He's saying, how does this happen? And there's the hand up high from Barabanov.
That had all the markings of a even up call.
Well, I'm trying to take a look down as we started that at 5-on-5. Thought that as Newton was headed back down the tunnel, and Harper didn't pick up a penalty on that exchange. I'll have to get some clarification here. Saginaw shorthanded now. We'll get some clarification for you coming up in the intermission. This one is tossed back in. Behind the goaltender, Ben Horebic. Colts on the power play here. Hemming on through. Baudouin handcuffed there by Valeris. Nearly a backdoor tap in for Emil Hemming. Aitchison up to Von Richter. Aitchison again. Down for Baudouin. Hemming. Back up high. Von Richter hangs on to it. Throws it down low. Shurigan didn't see the pass. Baudouin couldn't settle the puck down. Aitchison. Baudouin again. Valeris tries to take away the pass. Baudouin was stopped by Shurigan. Aitchison again. Von Richter takes the one-time shot. It was a pass. Slid back over from Hemming. Von Richter's shot. Through traffic. Some saves by Shurigan. It's under him somewhere. And Josh Glavin with a hug for Carter Lowe. All kinds of bodies right in front of the blue paint. Colts doing whatever they can to try and push that puck through.
It's a big kill right here. Minute 8 left in it.
A couple of cracks there that Stepan Shurigan had to locate. And we've gotten the word here that it was just to Jaden Newton earlier. Just a 10-minute misconduct is all that went onto the books. But Barabanov is in the Spirit penalty box for roughing. And the Colts go to work. Tayshaun Aitchison back down low. Baudouin now for Hemming in the corner. Deflected by Jones. Low. And it's picked up by Geldart. And the Saginaw penalty killers take more time off that clock, down to 50 seconds on the clear. Baudouin. Back pressure from Hanrahan. Gets over the offensive blue line and gives it over now to Kayshawn Aitchison. Back into the corner it goes. Jones. There with Baudouin again. Out of the pile. Hemming dropped it back. Deflected by Jensen Geldart before the one-time option could come back to him. And pumped back out to center by the rookie Geldart as well. Stick lift by Geldart as he continues to be a pest for Hemming. Zabeski pursues Barnes down the boards. Colts move it back up high. Nobody was there. They were getting a line change here. Emerton to pick things up deep in Barrie. Real estate, that's it for the power play. Now here's a chance for Wilmot out of the boxes. Barabanov, and the shot goes high over the shoulder of Shurigan and wide. Colts keep it alive. Near side, Gardner. Center point, Emerton. Shot into traffic, deflected, didn't get to the net. Jilkin up the boards. Gardner, here's a chance. Wilmot again. Takes the shot. Blocker saved by Shurigan. The rebound never got to the net. Levi Harper got to make a quick decision. Glove down by Barnes. Final minute of the period. Barabanov left the puck behind. It's because his stick was broken. Zabeski. Jammed up there by Levi Harper. Klepov gets it through for Jilkin. Stolen by Gardner. Pursued by Klepov. Just can't keep that puck going forward, but Jilkin will settle the bouncer down. 35 to go in the period. Not enough speed to get past the Barrie defenders. So back in behind the net it goes. Elias in there for the Colts. Turn back up the boards. That one deflected off the body and up into the air. It goes well up into the ceiling, and I think everybody lost sight of that puck. Oh, Zabeski and Barabanov have some words here, as they'll both get sent back for an early second intermission. Check that, it was Levi Harper. 22.8 left in the second. We'll see where Harper goes. He's getting dragged back and forth in the center ice face-off circle. So Harper's going to go sit down here, as will Mason Zabeski. Zabeski came right down and was kind of following Harper the whole way down. Chris Lazarus got his hands up on the Spirit bench right now. They'll say maybe as Harper got the hand up first. Zabeski kept things going back in the Spirit end. So these will be offsetting minor penalties. Kind of how we thought things would go off that last exchange a couple minutes ago. Harper for Saginaw, Zabeski for Barrie. That's how we'll finish the second period. Icing here, 15.6. We'll keep the 4-on-4 going, but all the way back down to the Colts end again. Well, again, we told you that we're going to talk with Levi Harper coming up in the second intermission. We'll see exactly how talkative he is after that offsetting minor penalty. And Chris Lazary, again, he's giving it to Blake Beer over in front of the Spirit bench. Saginaw wins the offensive zone faceoff. Klepov back over. James Go. Move back away from Wilmot. Drop the puck off for Klepov. 7 seconds here in the second. Barabanov. Got to get a shot through. Can he do it? Takes one into the glove of Hrebic. And the save. Tried to spur the breakout the other way. Oh, and Barabanov comes up high on Salandra, who got after him right at the end of the period. That spells trouble for Saginaw. On the high cross-check from Barabanov, we'll see exactly where that leaves us going into period 3. 1:38 of the offsetting penalties between Levi Harper and Mason Zabeski. That much we know. We'll see if anything else comes up when we get a chance to break down the penalties. We're also going to try to get a chance to talk with Levi Harper. If they'll let him out of the penalty box, he and Mason Zabeski are being held patiently now at the penalty boxes while Blake Beer discusses all of this with Cole Baudouin. Igor Barabanov is going to plead his case right now. And Zabeski jawing at Harper right now. Their teams are leaving. Finally, they'll be released from the penalty box. The captains will sort things out at center ice. We'll take a break. Back, hopefully, with Levi Harper to start out the second intermission. 2-1 Colts. Back in a moment here on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
Independent Bank is proud to be the corporate sponsor of your Saginaw Spirit. We've been banking in Michigan for 160 years and have always put our customers and communities first. We pride ourselves on being a full-service bank, offering an exceptional banking experience for personal, small business, and commercial banking customers, helping them to achieve financial independence. Be a game changer. Be independent. Member FDIC.
Yeah, I know. It's officially still winter out there, but that doesn't mean you can't have fun in the sun. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea knows how to turn up your day drinking fun all year long. I mean, there's even a sun on those bright yellow cans. Twisted Tea is made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol, which goes down smooth. So whether you're knee-deep in snow or making footprints in the sand, be sure to look for Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea in the bright yellow cans. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
You really do get it all at Garber Midland. It's more than just better prices. It's better financing, better selection, and a better overall customer experience. And we're more than the place you buy your vehicle. We're also where your vehicle is serviced by factory-trained technicians with the highest standards of service. Come see how you can get it all at Garber Midland at the corner of Saginaw and Eastman. See all our inventory online at garbermidland.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
As a business, a roof over your head is just as important as the products you create. At Versatile Flat Roofing, our membrane roofs have provided safety and security to businesses in the Great Lakes Bay region for over 10 years. Our quality of production in low-sloped flat roofing systems made Versatile Flat Roofing the 2024 Michigan Elite Contractor of the Year. With more than 1,500 roofs installed and 75% of clients coming from repeats and referrals, customer satisfaction is at the heart of the job. For more information on keeping the roof over your head safe and secure, visit VersatileFlatRoofing.com today. That's VersatileFlatRoofing.com.
This is Christiana Malagata, and this week on That's What She Said, we're spilling the tea with a woman who puts her passion to work for her. Bridget Luby Staffolino talks about loving your work, pouring into the next generation, and exercising happiness every day. Tune in.
That's What She Said with Christiana Malagata, presented by CMU Health, Saturday mornings at 8 and Sunday evenings at 6 on WSGW and online at WSGW.com.
Your region, your team. You're listening to Saginaw Spirit Hockey on WSGW.
Between the Saginaw Spirit and the Barrie Colts, visitors with a 2-1 lead. And joining us down at ice level, Spirit rookie defenseman Levi Harper. Levi, we'll start with before this game. When you joined the team, when you came up here to sign your contract all the way back in the spring, was it ever in the back of your mind that there might be records that you'd be setting a couple of months from then?
I really didn't know. I didn't really look into the records or anything. I was just kind of coming here to play my game. So, no, not really.
Well, when you picked up the assist on the goal last night, on Barabanov's goal to start things off, did you know or did you have to be reminded later on that you set the rookie defenseman scoring?
I knew because the guys all around me kept telling me, like, oh, one more. And then, I don't know. It was pretty cool, but it's something that you got to just kind of keep in the back of your mind while you just keep playing.
And records aside, you're getting close to 50 games into your OHL career.
Yep.
If you can boil it down, how has this season been for you so far, and just how much have you think you changed as a player over the last couple of months?
I feel like I've had a pretty good season, just learning like the pace and everything. Like 50 games in, I feel I'm really settled in now and just developing almost like a pro type game and not turning over pucks to like high-end first-round drafted players. Like, you got to learn how to do that. So I think that's something huge that you learn at this level.
Well, in this game right now, we've seen a couple of penalties back and forth, a couple of dusts up. Yeah. You don't necessarily expect it to be like this when it's a team from the other side, or the other conference you don't see too often. But just how tight are things out there right now?
Yeah, it's really scrappy. I don't know, just guys crashing that, hitting each other, and it's just getting feisty. Chirps thrown around and everything. So I
was going to say, a bit of a loaded question there for you, but 20 minutes left still. We'll see exactly what the penalties are. We've got to figure it out up here ourselves, but you guys got 20 minutes left. It's a one-goal game against one of the best teams in the OHL. What's the feeling right now for you guys going into the third?
I think we just we're throwing pucks away too much. I think we're not playing a little scared, but just kind of chucking pucks, not holding onto it. We're a possession team, and that's what we need to do. So I think that's the main message going in the third.
Levi, appreciate the time. Good luck in the third.
Thank you.
That's Levi Harper. 2-1 game. Puck possession is the name of this third period. We'll see. We'll take a look back at the second period. Some highlights coming your way in a moment when the second intermission returns here on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
Did you know the University of Michigan Flint is the fastest growing public university in the state? How do we do it? Access to top-ranked degree programs and one of the largest alumni networks. Access to small class sizes with renowned U of M professors. And access to the Go Blue free tuition guarantee. Because sometimes in life, where you're going depends on where you go. Learn more about our growth at uofmflint.edu.
Enjoy the spirit of Frankenmuth and score big with your kids at the indoor water parks. The puck stops here in Funtown, where fan favorites include chicken and Christmas, but there's really so much more. Arcades, breweries, carriage rides, shopping, and pretzel rolling. Frankenmuth, where we leave the icing to the dessert. 800 Funtown. No matter how cold it is outside or in the hockey rink, there's loads of indoor fun waiting just down the road in Frankenmuth.
you're shopping for insurance, you might say, "What? Huh?"
I'm so over this.
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this.
Contact State Farm agent Kathy Taffel to create your personal price plan today.
At Dow, we believe performance starts long before the whistle blows. It begins in the lab, where science meets sport. From apparel to playing surfaces to gear, we create cutting-edge materials that help drive high performance from lab to stadium. Because in sports, just like in science, every second counts. And every material matters. Dow, at the intersection of sport and science. Learn more at dow.com/sports.
It's time for your intermission report from the Town Place Suites by Marriott broadcast booth. Here's Dylan Clark.
Back at the highlights, the third-ranked power play in the OHL does finally break through. They got some good chances, though. It took a while to beat Stepan-Sugargan, a couple of broken plays. It was not until the 27th shot of the hockey game that they would solve Sugargan. Maybe his best save of the night here on a turnover and a partial breakaway for Ben Wilmot. Again, up over a point per game since joining the Colts. But again, as we said, on the power play, broken play, not once, but twice. Some stuffs there by the Colts in and around Stepan-Sugargan. And Cole Baudouin would eventually end up getting the power play goal here that we're going to see in a moment to open up the scoring and put the Colts on the board. It was stopped by Sugargan early, but a shot up and over the left shoulder of Stepan-Sugargan, his 19th of the season. Gets Barrie on the board, and not long after that, they come right back through. Centering feed from Zabeski to Emil Hemming. Jacob Kluche partially breaks it up, but it still ends up in the back of the Saginaw net to make it a 2-1 contest. Spirit would not manage too many shots in that second frame. Just 3. They were outshot 17-3, and then we see some shenanigans back and forth at the end of the period. Jaden Newton, that was a 10-minute misconduct as it would all be sorted out. We'll take a look at our second intermission stats brought to you by Raymond. 17-3, shots after 2 periods, or shots in the second period, 35-14 in the entire game. And the Colts 1 for 3 on the power play. They've got the only goal on the man advantage. And let's talk as we bring it back up inside the Town Place Suites by Marriott broadcast booth. Things got a little confusing there at the end of the period with all the penalties. It was just a 10-minute misconduct to Jaden Newton, and then the offsetting minors between Levi Harper and the other player on the other side for the Colts. So we've got 4-on-4. And then the cross-check from Igor Barabanov. It looks like it'll just be a 2-minute minor instead of anything more than that.
Right. I think that's what they called it. But there's got to be a little better discipline. You know, they're in this game against a very, very good Barrie Colts team. And the first period, they won the period. Colts went in, talked about it, regrouped. They come back. Now, they're ahead by a goal where they were behind after the first. But to me, the difference is 35 shots through 2 periods. That's way too many. You know, they've managed 14 through 2 periods. But again, we're starting the third period down for 1 minute and 38. Or actually 2 minutes, I guess it would be. And that's not a good way to start a period when you're down by a goal.
Well, when you find yourself as the younger team here, you know, you're outmatched physically. You got guys that are probably a lot bigger and a lot stronger than you. I mean, it's not a problem that you can solve immediately. How does a younger team make that adjustment?
Discipline. That's a good start. Don't put yourself in a hole. Don't take a penalty that doesn't need to be taken. If there's a guy on a breakaway and you haul him down or hook him something, yeah, we'll kill that off. But don't take a yapping or a lazy hook or a lazy cross-check penalty. Don't do any of that. Not to say they did, but I'm saying don't. And give yourself an opportunity to win. Now, they're going to have to start off, for 2 minutes down here. So that's an 18-minute period already. So just a little bit of discipline and play it smart. And, yeah, they're young, but young's energy too. So play smart. Don't put yourself in a hole. If the opposition beats you, fine and dandy. Don't beat yourself.
Well, and on the younger side of things, to keep it with Saginaw's penalty killing for a minute, we saw some more and more time being entrusted to the younger players on the penalty kill, especially Jensen Geldart. Some of the plays he was making defensively, we saw a couple of pockets picked in the neutral zone where it was just kind of the frustrating of the Barrie power play unit.
And they have to do that. They have to get experience. You just can't wake up one day and say, hey, I got experience. You've got to earn that experience, and you get that by playing. And so it's kind of 6-1, half a dozen of the other. What do? I think as a coaching staff, they have to make sure they got the right guys in the right positions. You don't want to have a rookie out there if it's a real key situation. Put your experienced guy out there. So not to say that they didn't. I'm just saying that that's what they got to look forward to doing in the third period. And they're still in this game. Granted, they're down a goal, but there's 20 minutes to play. They're at home. Come out, leave it on the ice.
1-goal contest going into the third period against Saginaw. We'll have a penalty to kill to start it out, but we'll see what happens after that. We'll take a break. Out of town scoreboard is next as we close out intermission number 2 here on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
It takes each of us to make Saginaw a place we're proud to call home. Since 1984, Saginaw Community Foundation has helped build and strengthen Saginaw County by bringing together people and resources to make a difference. We're a one-stop shop for giving, building endowments, grant-making, and community leadership. Visit SaginawFoundation.org today to learn more about how you can help support your community. Saginaw Community Foundation, building a flourishing community for all, for good, forever.
Your region, your team. You're listening to Saginaw Spirit Hockey on WSG.
As proud sponsors of the Saginaw Spirit Hockey Team, the Barb Smith Suicide Resource and Response Network invite you to join us in supporting the players in our community. Our mission is to prevent suicide through education, advocacy, connection to resources, and support for those impacted by suicide. Visit us at srrn.net. That's srrn.net to learn more about our programs and events. Let's go, Spirit.
Mid-Michigan Canine Academy's Redemption Crew loves Saginaw and the surrounding communities who have blessed us so much, and we are concerned about the epidemic of rehome dogs and dogs left at shelters. If your dog is a handful, or if you're thinking about rehoming your dog, let us help you with its behavioral challenges. Our 7-day doggy boot camp can help. Not all dogs are as fortunate as Henry the Hockey Dog, but they all deserve a second chance. Give us a call at Mid-Michigan Canine Academy and let us help you transform your dog's behavior and your life.
Are you looking to make a sweet change in your career? Plant your career with Michigan Sugar Company. Michigan Sugar Company is now hiring STEM, skilled trades, maintenance, and general labor roles at their Bay City, Caro, Croswell, and Seaboing factories. Visit michigansugar.com/careers for a full list of available roles and to start your application today. Michigan Sugar Company, making life sweeter since 1906.
Hi, this is Liam Storch, and you're listening to Saginaw Spirit Hockey on WSGW.
Lighter tonight, Brampton 2-1 over the Oshawa Generals. A couple of former Steelheads here in the Colts lineup tonight. Parker Von Richter, Mason Zabeski, while their former teammates pick up the W. Nathan Amadowski and Troy Patton pick up the goals for Brampton. Zach Bowen makes 31 saves to pick up the W for the Steelheads. London is up 3-1 on Erie right now. A couple of power play goals have spurred them to that. Jackson Covert, Jesse Nurmi, and Will Nickel have the markers for London. Michael Deck has the lone tally for the Erie Otters going back the other way. Down I-75, they are tied. Back and forth they've gone. Jimmy Lombardi for Flint and Tyler Challenger for Sarnia. Luca Graziano gives the Firebirds the 2-1 lead, and then Challenger again, his 5th goal of the season to tie things up. Sting, both of those are power play goals as well. And then 2-2 between the Guelph Storm and the Owen Sound attack. Ilya Shabinski and Grant Spada. The Guelph goals in between. Pierce Bowie, his 24th of the season, and Tristan DeLille, his 24th as well. A 2-2 deadlock going into the third period up at the Harry Lumley Bayshore Community Center. Quick look at the standings in the OHL's Western Conference. Saginaw in 8th. They had gotten as high as 6th after last Thursday's win over the Peterborough Petes. That's Owen Sound's right now. And again, as Owen Sound and Guelph are tied going into the third, tied in the standings as well. We'll see exactly where this leaves things at the end of the night as far as 6 and 7 are concerned. And the Barrie Colts out in the Eastern Conference right now sitting at second. Your out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. Third period, the Colts have the lead. They've got a power play to start out the third. What else do we have? We'll find out when we bring it back to the Dow Event Center. After this, on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
When you're ready for checking that earns interest and gives you perks, Merc Perks Plus from Mercantile Bank is here. With a competitive interest rate and perks like travel services, cashback rewards, and identity protection, Merc Perks Plus has everything you need for your busy lifestyle. Merc Perks Plus also offers discounts on consumer loans and access to almost 40,000 fee-free MoneyPass ATMs. So when you're ready for perks, Merc is here. Learn more at mercbank.com/mercperksplus. Member FDIC.
You're looking for a better price on a better car, so dare to be different. Get to Garber Hyundai on Bay Road in Saginaw, the only Hyundai dealer in the Great Lakes Bay region. See why Hyundai is so much better. Garber's certified factory-trained technicians, knowledgeable parts staff, and dedicated sales team will keep you coming back to Garber Hyundai. You really do get it all at Garber. Dare to be different. Choose better at Garber Hyundai on Bay Road in Saginaw. Online, garberhyundai.com.
Prost Wine Bar and Charcuterie now has 2 buzzing locations to enjoy. Visit us in downtown Frankenmuth or in uptown Bay City. We offer a full bar, menu, and memorable atmosphere. Walk-ins are always welcome, and Bay City is now accepting reservations online at prostwinebar.com. Open 7 days a week. Make Prost Wine Bar in Frankenmuth or uptown Bay City your destination for great wine and even better times.
Henry the Hockey Dog loves food and he loves people, which is why Rescue Ministries is partnering with Henry to provide 5,000 meals to our homeless neighbors. It costs $3 to provide a warm meal at the mission, and Henry is asking for your help. Right, Henry? Text Henry 2025 to 50155 to make a donation. Caravan Facilities Management also cares and is willing to match your donation right now. Help Henry provide a meal and consider donating today.
Hi, this is Joe, and this week on Generating Gratitude, my friend Hillary and I discuss parenting when you're a recovery person. What do you tell kids? How do you tell them? And when do you tell them? All coming up on Generating Gratitude.
Generating Gratitude, Saturday mornings at 7 and Sunday evenings at 5 on WSGW and online at WSGW.com. This is Saginaw Spirit Hockey on 100.5 FM WSGW. Carlton, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland.
Igor Barabanov in the penalty box on a cross-checking minor. So the Colts will have their 4th power play of the game. They are 1 for their first 3. And it will be a 4-against-3 power play because of the offsetting penalties to Saginaw's Levi Harper and Barrie's Mason Zabeski. Carson Harmer against Cole Baudouin, who's got a goal and an assist so far in this game. A little bit of a false drop here to start the third. Saginaw 6 victories so far this season when trailing after 40 minutes. Only the Sioux Greyhounds have won more. And the Colts start out with a lot of real estate and an extra man. Cole Baudouin starts back up. He's out with Aitchison. Looking for the drop pass. He'll hang on to it and get back to Aitchison. Hemming is waiting on the far side. Baudouin up high. There to Hemming from skate to stick. It's Carter Lowe waiting in front of the net. Hemming back for Baudouin. The quick pass too far into the skates of Aitchison. They'll try again. Baudouin, Aitchison, one-timer right in the crest. Shurigan makes the save. Xander Valeris will move Carter Lowe from the front of the net, sniffing around for a rebound. It'll take 32 seconds off of this 4th Barrie power play. And a heavy shot. Tayshaun Aitchison leading the Colts. There's a chance by Lowe right in front, leading the Colts and OHL defensemen with 12 power play goals on the year. Hemming slowly drifting down to the goal line. Baudouin, near side, they want to set up Aitchison again. Back to Baudouin. Aitchison goes out of the zone. Now's the switch. Aitchison near side, the pass too far behind Baudouin. He's going to keep it alive, though. Looking towards the middle. Back and forth Aitchison and Baudouin will switch. Then it's Hemming. Now Baudouin. 54 on the power play. Aitchison backing up. Down the boards he goes. Hoping to draw Glavin with him. Baudouin takes the shot. That was tipped up and out of play. Whose stick did that go off of? Valeris or Stepan Shurigan?
Hard to tell, but it's out of play. That's the main thing.
Boy, was that a close call. As that shot got through everybody, that just goes off of Xander Valeris' stick right in front. That could have gone right over the right hand of Shurigan. That could be the save of the game right there, potentially from Xander Valeris, and didn't even mean to make it. Von Richter, 43 on the power play. Both teams will get a man back in 18 seconds. Down to the goal line, they score. Brilliant passing play from low in the circle. Brad Gardner gives the Colts a 3-1 lead on a power play goal. Three unanswered for the visitors. And Dennis, the first half of that power play, a little bit slower, a little bit more calculated on the puck movement. There was a lot more pace, and it ends up in the back of the net on the second try.
They moved it pretty good. It's tough when you got all that ice out there and very talented players moving the puck around.
Colts have opened up a 2-goal lead. 3 unanswered markers after Dimas Jilkin started the scoring. Salander down the wing. Dropped off. Gardner again trying to cut to the middle on Klepov. Eliasson takes the shot. Fought off by Shurigan and the sliding Jilkin. Pops right back up. He's got this puck. Jilkin surrounded. Lost it. Harper recovers. Levi Harper drops it off. Barabanov the return. Pass comes across and hit Harper as he was falling. Stretch pass does not end up on the stick of Schneid. It'll be deflected by Saginaw's James Go. Tapped around. Klepov there. Quickly moved to Igor Barabanov. Got to change the angle on a hit from Salandra. Now the pass up the right side. Klepov trying to lower the shoulder on Eliasson. Gets taken into the boards. But Barabanov is there. Tied up now with Wilmot. He's got the puck here. Banked off the wall. Levi Harper kicks it there for Klepov. Then it's back to Blake Barnes. Saginaw tries to regroup again. Jilkin finds a lot of space here for Klepov. Near side, Barabanov. Oh, what a save! The blocker of Hrebic comes over. Somehow makes the stop. Back the other direction. Barnes gets it up ice. Klepov might have another chance again. Into the circle, not a lot of time, and right into the glove of Ben Hrebic. Are you serious with that blocker save?
You can't let those chances go. Boy, oh boy. That would have been a big goal right there.
17-17 left in the third period. We're going to try to get to the replay at some point when we can. Carson Harmer will take this face-off. Jacob Klutze takes the shot. It was deflected by hands are up and out of play. Restart here in an offensive zone face-off. Carson Harmer, we're trying to give you an extra look here. The potential save of the game for sure, maybe even the save of the season. As Ben Hrebic drops the stick to make the blocker stop on Igor Barabanov. Colts have it back in their own end. Low. Flip back up. Glove by Jacob Klutze. Taken into the boards. Puck skips back past the stick of Drew Roscoe. Barnes gets a heavy shoulder there from Lowe. Roscoe moves it quickly. Klutze trying to poke it back up on the far boards past Crombie. But Lowe has things here back in the Colts end. Cross corner dump in. Barnes around. Klutze. Some heavy check there on the far side as Zabeski. Eyes were wide as he saw the opportunity to find Klutze there. Stretch pass Harmer knocks it back down to Ryan Hanrahan. For as heavy of a check as that was, could have been a lot harder. Zabeski may pull up a little bit. Barnes going to take down Baudouin. Play continues here. Bodie Stewart. This one, Zabeski. Now Aitchison, a point shot and a glove save by Stepan Shurigan as he had to look around the pile up in front of him. 16-13 to go here in the third. Shurigan's going to hang on. Zabeski mixing it up more here with Carson Harmer. He's able to draw Penalty out of Levi Harper at the tail end of the period. Nothing this time. 6 points coming into tonight's game with the Barrie Colts. 7 now as he picks up the assist on the 2-1 goal scored by Emil Hemming. Josh Glavin back for Saginaw up the near boards. They can't get it out. Jensen Geldart. This has to be chopped back in and around. Valeris has his hands full with Baudouin. So up on the far boards again it comes. Bouncing puck. Smacked back out to center ice by Brody Papoy. But the strength of Zabeski holds him off. Now Geldart trying to get around Aitchison. Armstrong. We dump that puck off. Stick lift there by Stewart. Met by Zabeski. Puck comes free. Jensen Geldart. Cross ice pass. Valeris takes a shot. Couldn't be tipped in by Papoy. Now Geldart. Into the boards on a hit from Hemming. Colts get it up the near wing. Baudouin driving wide on Valeris as Glavin tried to adjust the angle. Good poke check there by Brody Papoy. Gets it back from Bodie Stewart. Papoy turns it in, goes for the bench. Aitchison moves for Von Richter. Cross ice pass. Wilmot cuts past Levi Harper. Gets some help there by Dimas Jokin. Saginaw captain again. Going to fire this one back in. He's got Barabanov to beat out the icing and a shot. Good save made by Ben Horebic. Not a great angle there for Barabanov, but
good play, though. Good idea.
Well, when you've played as much hockey together as Barabanov and Jilkin have this season, he just knows.
Yep.
He knows
That's
that
right.
Barabanov's got the speed. Barabanov knows exactly what Jilkin's going to do.
That means a lot, when you got the same teammates for a while, or especially line mates.
Right. Well, again, it was even before the first preseason game. It was in the first blue and white scrimmages back in training camp that Barabanov, Jilkin, and Klepov got put together. And not sure, we don't have a shift-by-shift breakdown for the entire season, but you got to imagine they've played the vast majority together. Puck back out at center, poked at by Wilmot. Colts come back into the offensive zone. He hits the brakes, looks back up high, taken down by Harper. Puck comes free. Here's Salandra, fakes the shot, gets a little reverse hit there from Jilkin. Hands are in the corner now. Gardner trying to chop it back along. Levi Harper there for the Spirit. That's his pocket pick. This is Wilmot. Down below the goal line again. Gardner passes through out of his own skates. Wilmot had to untie himself. Gets the puck back, takes a shot. He scores through all kinds of traffic. Ben Wilmot, 19th of the season, to give Barrie a 4-1 lead. Well, it's 4 unanswered goals here in the hockey game. And for some of the shifts that Ben Wilmot's been able to put together, bit of a surprise that's his first point of the game. That may have taken a deflection in front, actually.
I don't know. It looked pretty clean to me.
Well, there's a lot of bodies to take a look through for Stepan Shurigan. 14:28 to go. Right now, we'll mark it down in the books as Ben Wilmot's 19th. 4-1 lead here for the visitors. Braden Jones hammered by Lowe. Uri Rauja coughed up. Emerton back to Passmore. Shot deflected by Rauja. Sawyer Schmidt back for Rauja again. Carson Harmer tries to knock that cross-ice pass down. A little flip up to himself. Get it past Emerton. He's taken into the boards. Sawyer Schmidt has his pocket picked. Emerton, quick pass. Coughed up again. Jones back for Rauja. Spirit try to take advantage of an offensive zone turnover. Pursued in the corner by Jones. Schneid has it here for the Colts as he's closed off by Carson Harmer. Crombie comes back up ice. Taken away again. Sawyer Schmidt blew an edge. Now he's trying to get that puck off to Carson Harmer. Schmidt just ran out of time. Colts will steal. Zabeski, left wing. The opportunity back and behind the Spirit net now. This is Baudouin. Backdoor feed. Great save, Shurigan, as he gets over to Rob Emil Hemming. Another chance. That one turned out by the Spirit netminder again. And a penalty coming as Josh Glavin got tied up with Mason Zabeski. A holding call to Saginaw's defenseman. We'll take a break when we come back. Spirit for the penalty kill. 4-1 Colts back after this on your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
In hockey, every play counts, and retirement's no different. At McIntosh and Associates, we're your financial line mates, helping you skate through the tough stuff. Taxes, healthcare, income planning, and more. You bring the goals. We'll help set up the assist. Schedule your visit at wealthmichigan.com or call 989-692-2200. Retirement made clear with a team that plays to win.
Your region, your team. You're listening to Saginaw Spirit Hockey on WSGW.
Back inside the Dow Event Center. And a defensive zone face-off as the Spirit trail Barrie 4-1. Long toss back out. Von Richter in behind his goaltender. Josh Glavin guilty of holding. So Saginaw to their fifth Stormmaster Exteriors penalty kill in this game, down by 3. Up to Kayshawn Aitchison, off the boards. And offside as they got in ahead of the play. That'll take 26 seconds off the Glavin penalty. It'll be the end of the season series between these two hockey teams. And unless things change drastically here in this third period, be the end of a little mini winning streak on home ice for Saginaw against Barrie. Each of the last 2 seasons. Back in behind the Saginaw net it goes. Drew Roscoe off of Ryan Hanrahan. Jensen Geldart has played an increasing role here in this hockey game. Motors back ahead, and Xander Valeris clears it back in. Geldart nearly a chance shorthanded on the near side goalpost. Ron Richter to drop things back off for Hemming. Back and forth with Beaudoin. Aitchison down the wing. Bouncing puck for Hemming all the way back up and around and out to center halfway through this Colts power play. Jacob Kluche closes off a check on Von Richter. And some frustration back on the Spirit bench right now. This is Wilmot. Has the goal that made it 4-1. Back in behind the Saginaw net. He's closed off by Blake Barnes. Kluche tries to seal off the boards. Barnes can't clear. Kept in nicely by the glove of Emerton. And finally cleared by Kluche on a second opportunity. Out of the defensive end. This is Emerton. Drop pass back is picked up by Crombie. Skated into the offensive zone. Trying to go wide on Jones. Puck taken here by Zhilkin. Airmail. Klepov against Emerton. Final seconds here of this Spirit penalty. One more crack at it here for the Colts. Zabeski gets past Zhilkin. Nearly coughed it up. Out of the box just too soon. A second or two before Josh Glavin was out. He could have had a pretty decent chance. Step on Shurigan. Around the glass it goes. Will be long enough for an icing, yes. 11:06 here in the third period. He was looking for somebody to pick it up at the near side of the Spirit blue line. So guilty of icing is Saginaw netminder, and some penalty killers got to stay out. Josh Glavin as well, as he was fresh out of the box. 11:06 here in period 3. Third line out here for the Colts. Schneid with Newton and Eamon Edgar. Again, Edgar and Joe Salandra, 2 of Barrie's players to appear among the top rookie scorers. Salandra 9th among first-year OHL players. Loose puck after a Shurigan save. Taken here by Newton. That one cranked towards the net off of Blake Barnes. Jokin trying to hold Newton off this puck here. They joust a little bit. Puck fired wide by Passmore. James go back up to the air. It'll be kicked out by Edgar. Jilkin does what he can to just get it back across center ice. Back up the near side. Deflected in by Edgar. Chased down by Saginaw's Drew Roscoe. See a lot of the youngsters here in the tail end of this hockey game. Jilkin back up to Ryan Hanrahan. Fumbled puck in the neutral zone. He's got a double back. Eamon Edgar take a flyby on Ryan Hanrahan. Pass off the boards. Does not get the Dima Jilkin. Eliasson has to settle that puck that was up on edge. Now for Armstrong. Back through center ice. Beaudoin. Off the skate of Saginaw's Jones. Salandra pursues it back in behind the Spirit net. Beaudoin on it there. Colts captain taps the brakes, looking like he wanted to find a way back in front. Held up by Roscoe, moves it up to the point. Armstrong back through, looking for Baudouin. They complete the pass. Down to the goal line he goes again. Against Bodie Stewart. Baudouin holds him off. Back up high, the right idea. Long execution, though, as it gets out past Hanser. Bodie Stewart follows him on. Jensen Geldart tied up there. And Joe Shalander's on this puck here for the Colts. Down the right side he goes. In deep. Stops up. Turnaround pass behind his back off the boards. Then Hanser. Far side, faking the shot, Von Richter. Hanser again. Sharp angle try off the Spirit skate. Jensen Geldart back up through center and out of the zone. Nearly a point per game player. We've been talking a lot about Jensen Geldart with the Chatham Maroons in the GOHL earlier in the season. He was tabbed to be a part of the GOHL top prospects game up in Peterborough. But he had his call up to Saginaw here in his 25th game. Gardner backhands it ahead and off the wall. James Go pulls things back. Harper. Then for Papoy. Off his stick, though, Von Richter. Can't be deflected by Jacob Kluche. A little fumble here. James Go's got to reel it in against Lowe. Now the Spirit get it ahead to Brody Papoy. Had the step there on Aitchison. Lost the puck. Turned back around. He hangs onto it. Centering feed looking for Kluche. A bouncing puck. That's got to be settled down by Levi Harper. Just knocked off of it by Lowe. But again, you see the skating of Harper. Deceptive. As Jacob Kluche is going to get a rough ride into the Colts bench. And a regroup while the Spirit get a full line change here. Little stumble. Turnover forced. Kluche in all over. Jilkin the backhanded shot. Kicked aside by the goaltender Harebin. Barabanov wanted to go after it. Jilkin kept it alive. Glavin swings far side. This is Valeris. Takes a shot. Deflected. Glavin settles the puck down. Trying to tap it towards the net. Emerton takes it away here for the Colts and backhands it out to center ice. Valeris takes the hit. Barabanov behind the back pass. Just couldn't be handled by Jilkin. So he's got to fire it back in off the glass. Really a bounce there for Klepov. Take the head and alive. Valeris there for Barabanov. Everybody watching. 14 in blue. Dumps it back off. Klepov takes a move towards the net. In between the face-off dots. And his shot deflected out of play by Kayshawn Aitchison, who gets a little swipe there from Xander Valeris.
Valeris made it. He made that shot. I mean, he didn't get the shot on goal, but very good poise on getting to where he got to.
Valeris and Josh Glavin back to the bench. For James Go and Levi Harper here. The Barabanov line stays out. Time winding down here for the Spirit in front of a standing room crowd on First Responders Night. Crombie off the glass. Out to center ice, Levi Harper. All the way back in his own zone. Wilmot tried to steal. Heavy check there on Igor Barabanov. Across at his feed. Nearly goes into the Spirit bench. Just making sure everybody's awake over there. Passmore taken into the corner by Jilkin. 3 Colts, 2 Spirit players along the wall. Barabanov waiting for the puck to come out, and that's exactly what happens. Off the wall for James Go. Kept it alive at the blue line. Harper. Near side, Barabanov does the same thing. Turned around by Crombie. Look at the puck protection by Barabanov, but forced back out to center. On the shoulder from Crombie. Harper takes a hit, moves the puck. Barabanov up for Jilkin. Backhands it in as he knew William Schneid was coming off the bench. Eliasson there for Crombie. At the center, kicked down by the skate of Harper and off the boards. There's a chance for Hanrahan. They have to get through Passmore, and that shot deflected up out of play. Off the stick of the New York Rangers 6th rounder. 2 assists for Passmore last night in Flint. And there Ryan Hanrahan looking for his first goal back in the Spirit lineup. October the 24th, first in the OHL against the Erie Otters, looking to get back on the score sheet after a hand injury. Forced him to miss more than 20 games. He's out with Jensen Geldart and Bodie Stewart. And Baudouin to take another D-zone draw. He's going to snap that one back. Into the far side corner of the Colts end. Baudouin, 6 out of 16 on the faceoffs tonight. Now, from skate to stick, he's going to take a shot. Goes wide on the stick side of Stepan Shurigan. Schneid. And the Colts keep it going. Rolling puck. Ryan Hanrahan reaches after it. The far wall, Hanser, a rolling puck off that shot. Was off the end boards. Baudouin again to the middle. That shot deflected off the Spirit skate. Hanser gets it again. Baudouin been all over the ice here tonight for the Colts. Nearly fed Armstrong in the right wing circle. Skipped over his stick, and Geldart flips it back up. Hanser. Up to Baudouin at the offensive blue line. Thought better of that route. He was hit by Brody Papoy. Blake Barnes back in behind his netminder. 5.5 to go here in regulation. That deflects up and out of play into the crowd. We'll take our last timeout. 4-1. Colts have the lead here in period 3. Back to the Dow Event Center after this here in your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
Recognize that sound? That's your heart racing when law enforcement catches you for drunk driving. Truth is, it's happening more and more these days. Cops are cracking down all across America. If you drive drunk, it's more likely than ever you will get caught and you will be arrested. So don't take any chances. If you're drunk, do not get behind the wheel. And maybe you could avoid feeling like this. Drunk driving, over the limit, under arrest. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Transportation.
Your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey is WSGW.
Dow Event Center. 5.5 left in the third period. And a 4-1 lead for the Barrie Colts, who have put 43 shots on the Spirit netminder Stepan Shurigan. This is ramped back in behind Ben Horebic. Stop 17 of 18 back in the Barrie goal crease tonight. Josh Glavin will pick things up back in behind Shurigan. Luce up to Brody Papoy. He's been reunited with Carson Harmer. Down the right wing he goes. Backhanded shot. Just ramps up off the stick. And out the other way. Now back below the goal line it goes. Zabeski turned that one off of Jacob Kluche. Aitchison trying to change the angle there on the Spirit forward Kluche. Nearly a turnover forced. Back it comes again. Von Richter. Down the wing hit by Harmer. Salandra pursues that around. Hemming into the skates of Harmer. He's got to readjust the grip on the stick and move it to Brody Papoy. Cross corner dumping goes off the goaltender, so no icing. Sweet things here for Cole Emerton. Back in behind Stepan Shurigan. This will end a run for Saginaw. 5 victories out of their last 6 here from the Dow Event Center. Sweeping this one in. Harper was looking for Zhilkin. Emerton back. This one jammed up. Wilmot chops it back in against Levi Harper. Guilty of icing again. Down to 4:04 here in this third period. $11 wins. Looking for 12 here since the holiday break for the Barrie Colts. Just 1 regulation loss and 1 in overtime. So safe to say one of the hotter teams in the Ontario Hockey
Yeah,
League.
they're pretty talented, no question.
Barabanov with the net empty here for the Spirit. 6 on 5. They got to get 3. They got 4 minutes to do it. Barabanov back for Levi Harper. Too far. And that one coughed up from Klepov right onto the stick of Lowe. Looking for the empty cage. That was deflected. Good work by Klepov to get back. Levi Harper back in his own end. The restart here. Harper drops it back. Barabanov got to carve his way in. Does and drops it off to Nikita Klepov. Spins away from Wilmot. Out of the corner. To the point, Levi Harper. Now it's Barabanov into the circle. Changes the angle. He scores. Igor Barabanov. We've seen that before from him. Hits the 20-goal mark and gets Saginaw within 2. Well, this one's not done yet. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in this third period. Everybody's looking at Levi Harper. And just that subtle angle change there on Barabanov. Around Lowe. And the goaltender, Horebic, screened. It's a 2-goal hockey game here. So, Dennis, for a young Spirit team that's gotten things a little bit closer here, how do the emotions change in this situation? It's a very unique one. Dima Zilkin from back behind his net. We'll wait for Stepan Shurigan to head back to the Saginaw bench. He's going to start strolling that way now. Klepov fires it back around. Harper and Klepov pick up the assist on the Barabanov goal. Long try for the empty cage. Does not end up as an icing. Barabanov now for Harper. Everybody standing on both benches. Barabanov back in. Zilkin held off there by Von Richter. Back behind it goes. Inside 3 minutes here. Brody Popoy underneath for Carson Harmer. Harmer from the trapezoid. Back up the boards he goes. Klepov. Now the pass. Barabanov near side. Zilkin. Oh, what a save again! Horebic with the blocker for the second time tonight. He's lost his stick. They're trying to give it back to him. Klepov's got it down in the corner. Nobody is leaving anymore. Barabanov back over. Klepov right circle. Takes a look. Here's Barabanov. Back over. Klepov, one-timer, sent it wide. And it goes out of play. 2:08 left in regulation. What a save for the second time tonight. Highway robbery from the right hand of Ben Horebic.
But what a good play, though. Look at that. Good play. Good shot.
Maybe the stick more than anything. Offensive zone face-off here. Zilkin off the draw, back. Here's Levi Harper. Then Klepov again. Waits back. Harper. Near side, Zilkin. Barabanov again. Takes it over, and the pass deflected by Hemming. Here's Klepov, taken into the boards by Von Richter. Inside 2 minutes left. Barabanov. Near side, Zilkin handles it on his backhand. Tried to sweep it to the net. Now back down low, looking for Popoy. To the corner, Klepov on the far side. Von Richter takes him into the boards. Popoy crashes over. Spirit get the puck back. Now it's coughed up. Barabanov has a lane, fakes the shot. Now the chance. Popoy turned out by Horebic. Baudouin has it here for the Colts. He wanted to take a stab at the empty net. Harper knocks that puck down, and here's Barabanov in again. Gives it back to Brody Popoy. Takes his shot, stopped by Horebic, and there's no rebound. 1:16 here in the third. Some great chances by Saginaw. They've camped out in the offensive end. All of a sudden, they look like the puck possession machine they've been for the last couple of years. Everybody stays out. Carson Harmer and Ben Wilmot here for this faceoff. And the Colts win it. Eliasson flipped it back out. Salandra with a high stick. He played it, so it'll be whistled down. Boy, that was close there in the neutral zone. That would have been game over if Salandra's able to knock that down. So we'll see. This faceoff will come just outside the Colts' end.
Well, possession here. You got to have possession. You got to win this draw.
Carson Harmer will take it in this game. He's 11 for 18. This one bounces around. Pulled off by Schneid here. Stick check by Harmer. Back to Levi Harper. Klepov doing what he can to get it into the zone. He and Schneid tie up. Puck still loose in the neutral zone inside 60 seconds. Barabanov back to Levi Harper. Dima Zilkin. They're going to get one. They got to get it quick here. 50 seconds left. Saginaw down 4-2. Zilkin swept to the net. Great save by Horebic on the redirect from Popoy. The puck was loose, but a whistle as Harmer was looking after it, and the net knocked off as well. Boy, that puck hanging there.
I give Harmer credit. That's a danger zone. You're going to get a bloody nose in there, and he hung right in.
Well, the deflection by Brody Popoy right on the doorstep. 44.4 right there. Great save by Horebic. He thought he had it covered. It's under Eliasson in the blue crease. A little bit of an extra pop for Carson Harmer. Harmer to take the face off again. Colts have it off the tie-up, and another look towards the empty cage goes wide. That time off the stick of Aitchison. So icing here with 38.2 left.
as I've mentioned 1,000 times.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, eh?
No.
Well,
put it up in the air. Get it in the neutral zone.
Offensive zone face-off here for the Spirit.
I mean, I'm glad when it happens in our favor, but I just don't like that play, the icing with an open net.
Carson Harmer will take this draw. One back again with some help there from Aitchison up over everybody's head. It's kicked down by Harper, but Baudouin's in behind him and offside, as well as a strong back check from Levi Harper. Down to 30.3 here in this third period. And despite the situation, not a positive to pull from these final few minutes here in the third from Saginaw. Stepan Shurigan's going to go back to the net, though. And Carson Harmer will have to try again on this faceoff after he and Baudouin went for it once. Faceoff is won. Barabanov had to spin around. Parker Von Richter to throw it back in behind Stepan Shurigan. There was some light here in the later stages of the third period. And again, for a team that's got 1 foot in the playoff picture and another foot looking at developing its youngsters. 11 players that are either 08 or 09 born here for Saginaw. Some good showings by each of them. But the Barrie Colts will pull off a 4-2 victory here, as that does not go down for an icing. 4-2 your final score. The Colts will pick up their 32nd win of the year. These two teams will split the season series. We'll take a break. Post-game coming up, your 3 stars of the game. Take a look at the road ahead for Saginaw as well. Post-game after this. 4-2, Colts win. Here in your home for Saginaw Spirit Hockey.
Garber Ford is proud to serve Bay City with the same customer service the Great Lakes Bay region has come to expect since 1907. Our Ford team of experts you know and trust are dedicated to making your experience even better. And your vehicle is serviced by factory-trained technicians with the highest standards. We have everything you need, even tires. Get it all at Garber Ford. Come see us in Bay City at the intersection of Euclid, Wilder, and Better. Online at GarberFordBayCity.com.
This is the sound of an average day in Michigan. This is also the sound of an average day in Michigan, thanks to people who hunt and fish. Every time someone buys a hunting or fishing license, our wetlands and shorelines are restored, and animals, once lost to Michigan, are making a comeback. Every time someone buys a hunting or fishing license, they're helping to ensure that Michigan's wildlife will be here for generations. Learn more at hereformioutdoors.org. Brought to you by the Michigan Wildlife Council and the MAB.
Now, a WSGW morning team memorable moment.
We were just talking about the 6-second rule, 6-second kiss rule.
Yeah.
You're talking about how some researchers have done that, suggesting that if you kiss your wife for 6 seconds consecutively, those 6 seconds can help add to spark in your relationship. I got an email within the minutes after that from Larry in Saginaw. Larry says, Charlie, while the 6-second kiss rule might work for some, this is a 6-second rule for my wife and me. We listen to a song from Kiss for 6 seconds, and then we rule.
I've got to know what song it is.
Well, I got a suggestion for you, because this is 6 seconds right here. There's your 6 seconds from Kiss.
There you go.
I think we rule.
Your morning team, 5:30 to 9 on WSGW. This is Saginaw Spirit Hockey on 100.5 FM WSGW. Carlton, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland.
Towards the tail end of the third period, Colts would draw a 2-1 lead into the final frame, and some more opportunities on the power play. The power play goal from Brad Gardner would open up a 3-1 lead, his 23rd of the season on that cross-ice pass. And Ben Wilmot had a really good couple of scoring opportunities earlier in this hockey game. Could not find the back of the net. He uses this one here. 19th goal of the season. Give him 7 goals now as a member of the Barrie Colts in just 14 games. That would make it 4-1 Colts. Igor Barabanov kept things interesting, though. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third period. Barabanov hits the 20-goal mark, becomes the third player on the roster this season to do it for the Spirit. Drawn to within a 4-2 score. And some great opportunities at both ends. Stepan Shurigan and Ben Haremic made some phenomenal saves. This one in the third period on Igor Barabanov, and Haremic would have a very similar looking blocker save, a little bit closer to the dying moments of this hockey game right there to Rob Dimazhilkin. Haremic ends up in the third period with 8 saves on 9 Saginaw shots. Take a look at our final stats brought to you by Raymond. Barrie out shooting the Spirit 43-23. They go 2 for 5 on the power play. Saginaw unsuccessful through 2 opportunities. Bring it one more time up inside the Town Place Suites by Marriott broadcast booth. Dylan Clark, Dennis DeRosier, and Rosie again. 4-1. Colts have a wide margin of a lead there in that third period. But for a team that's looking to develop some young players, they came out, and there was really a good showing in that tail end of the third.
They played well, especially the latter part of the third. Second period bit them a little bit, but it's a learning process. And hopefully that none of them go in there and think, oh, we played great in the third. Worry about the second and play like you did in the third. In the second, you're going to win a lot of hockey games. But it's a learning process.
Right. 3 first-round picks on the Colts side of things. 3 first-round NHL picks on the Colts side of things.
Very good team.
There's going to be some. I think it's going to be a late spring in Barrie this year.
Yeah, no, it is. They got a very good hockey club.
Take a look at our 3 stars of tonight's game, brought to you by Applebee's. You'll see a couple of Colts on there. Dennis, who do we got?
Yeah, we got number 3 tonight, Zulkin for Saginaw. He had a goal. Cole Baudouin was the second star. He had a goal and a helper tonight. Played well. And Brad Gardner, he was the first star. He also had a goal and an assist. Game-winning goal, by the way. Yeah,
3
good
stars.
hockey player.
Good games by all 3 of those. Cole Baudouin was all over the place for the majority of that hockey game. Applebee's 3 stars. We'll take a look at the road ahead here for Saginaw. Next handful of games brought to you by Applied Innovation. 3 more at home after all that time on the road. Saginaw's back. Wednesday, February the 4th, they welcome the Sioux Greyhounds back into town. Some more divisional hockey back here inside the Dow Event Center. Sioux Greyhounds right now sit at 4th in the Western Conference, looking to improve that realm of things. Friday, February the 6th against the Erie Otters. Covenant Kids Takeover night. Cancer care awareness as well with the folks at Covenant. And then Saturday, February the 7th, the Shocks and Saves game with the Pulse 3 endowment. We'll have all the Shocks and Saves folks, an extensive list of Red Wings alumni playing in the charity game at 4 o'clock prior to that. We'll give you more updates on the Old Spirit socials as we get a little bit closer to next Saturday. Your Applied Innovation look ahead. 4-2 is the final here. Colts pick up the victory. Saginaw now 17-24, 3-4 on the season. Andy Harrington's been our producer on the Flow Hockey broadcast side of things. Matt Lester's back in the WSGW studios. For Dennis DeRosier and everybody else working on our production tonight, my name's Dylan Clark. Thanks for being with us tonight, everybody. Good night, Saginaw. We'll talk to you next week.
You've been listening to Saginaw Spirit Hockey on WSGW. Spirit Hockey is brought to you in part by Garber Automotive Group, Saginaw Valley State University, Dow, Frankenmuth Insurance, Saginaw Bay Underwriters, NetSource One, Delta College, Corning, Go Great Lakes Bay, Herman Hisson Company, Frankenmuth Convention and Visitors Bureau, DML Property Management, My Michigan Health, Independent Bank, Buffalo Wild Wings, Stormmaster Exteriors, IBEW Local 557, Michigan Sugar Company, Jets Pizza, Raymond, the Great Lakes Loons, Applebee's, Stanley Steamer, your local State Farm agents, and Meyer. All season long, the Spirit play on WSGW 100.5 FM and online WSGW.com. We now return to regular programming on WSGW.